afternoon. Then Sunday night at 7 against the Kings. They close it out on Tuesday.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagle.
And for the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix.
Howdy.
It's not Howdy Day. You know what day it is.
It is.
Day.
I thought so, but it's been a couple of weeks, so we got to get back in.
Are you out of rhythm?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I got to have the intro.
Well, we had it last week. I don't know what the hell happened today, except for it's a Wednesday that for some feels like a Friday. For me and Pledge, it's Wednesday because we'll be working here on Friday.
Oh, you poor thing! You got tomorrow off.
We do have tomorrow off.
So there you go. So it's like Thursday for you.
Well, no, it's Wednesday.
Okay,
it's Wednesday. Here we go.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagle.
And for the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day. July 4th version.
Howdy.
Hump day.
Hump day. Hump day.
Woo!
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Hump day.
Hump day.
Yeah.
So did we all forgot until NY Stiegel J reminded us on the YouTube channel what day it is.
Exactly right. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Who's responsible for that?
Well,
who fumbled out of the gate?
Are we talent? I think it's the producer that does that.
Oh, that was James's fault.
I'm not gonna throw James under the bus today.
He's been busy producing.
He has been. We've been doing some stuff and recording some stuff, but it's been a couple of weeks. And
no, we did it last week. You weren't here.
You did it last week. Did you do a hump day?
No.
Hump day.
Why not?
Well, we played old great versions of you screwing it up.
I don't know why you didn't do it. You should carry on the tradition.
It's your thing.
I love that camel. I really do love that camel, by the way.
Yeah.
There's
all kinds of stuff going on.
I know.
Hit the YouTube channel. We got people that are producing the show right there on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. John Sobery breaking. San Antonio Fire Department found the stolen wheelchair. See, John, that actually broke yesterday, but I'm glad you're with it. You just saw it, so it's breaking news to you. But the lady
all that matters.
The lady that lost the wheelchair at the Blink 182 concert, who claimed it to be stolen, did get her wheelchair back.
Well, there's a big question mark as to whether it was stolen or just found.
It was found.
It was found.
All the news headlines out there are so misleading. The headline, lady's wheelchair stolen at Blink 182 concert. And you go, well, what the hell happened? They take her out of the chair and steal it like a purse. They put her in a seat and then put the chair over next to the wall and no. Her boyfriend put her in the truck as they were leaving, left the chair in the parking lot, got in the truck and drove off. Then went, oh, crap, forgot the chair, went back and it was gone. Somebody found the chair and didn't turn it in right away, which is a whole different set, but it was found, not stolen. Although somebody did take a wheelchair that didn't belong to them, but they found a random chair in the parking lot leaving a Blink 182 concert.
Now, if you found a wheelchair in the parking lot of a Blink 182 concert, wouldn't you roll it back up to the Frost Bank Center and say, hey, somebody left this chair?
I would do one of two things. Just keep moving, or the right thing, which is go turn it in because somebody clearly needs that wheelchair and I don't.
Exactly.
Although leaving a Blink 182 concert, and there were some people on social media last week when this story was breaking, wondering whether it was me or James Pledger that took that thing. Now, I know me. I probably would have just kept walking. Pledge would have seen an empty wheelchair and decided he could do wheelies in that thing or do some wheelchair racing because he did not leave that concert in a sober state.
Well,
like
of course
most
not.
people.
And if he would have, I'd have been disappointed in him. You're not supposed to do that.
Yes.
And I can see doing wheelies. That's fine. I get that. But then when you're done having your fun, you leave the chair up there. So technically, Minix, it was stolen.
No, it was found.
It was stolen.
It was found.
Well, you have to have a truck to do that, first of all, right? So you got to, because it's not going to fit in your car.
I mean,
wouldn't have fit in my car.
Maybe
true.
It could fit in the trunk.
Oh, do you fold it up
Yeah,
or what?
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you know how those things go. No,
Well, I have golf clubs in my trunk, so it wouldn't have
you
fit.
could have put it in your back seat. I mean, yeah, there's ways if you wanted to get
I
it there.
don't want a wheelchair.
Again, do you classify that as stolen?
Technically, yes.
Or was it found and just not turned in?
I think it was stolen. It was stolen.
I don't know.
You got to find there's a wheelchair there. Honey, sit in the car. I got to take this back up. Somebody needs that.
Well, yes.
You don't just put it in your car and roll off.
See, now that's the right thing to do. But if you find something, finders keepers.
Why, you expecting
Right?
a reward? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, no. I mean, according to the initial reports, their fear was they were going to sell that. Whoever found it, stole it, was going to sell it off for parts, like on Facebook Marketplace. And now the people that turned it in, they turned it into a fire department like it was an unwanted baby or something. Like, all right, we'll just leave it at the fire department. It'll be fine. Right.
And that's fine.
And again, you realize, everybody should realize, the fajita thieves at HEB in Laredo, everywhere you go, you're on camera. These guys knew that, which you could say they stole it, because when it was returned to the fire department, they didn't go up to the fire department and say, hey, guys, do you know how I can get this back to that lady? No, they left it in a grassy field near the fire department. And while getting it into that area, they were wearing hoodies covering their faces, because obviously they watch a lot of detective shows on TV.
Makes my point, Minix. It was stolen.
It was found.
It was stolen.
Well, look,
they were going to keep it, and they hear all the uproar of all the stuff happening in the GoFundMe page and all of that stuff.
I mean, if you find a random, maybe there is somebody in their family that needed a chair, and they thought, this is a sign from God. We were just trying to figure out how to get grandma a new chair, and here's one just sitting right by our car in the parking lot.
You know, my question is, I see the pictures of the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's over $5,000.
You can't judge that.
I do, because there's no way.
You don't know how to value a wheelchair.
$5,000?
They're expensive.
Holy cow.
I mean, I think about towards the end in the wheelchair that we had to get my dad, and then the scooter thing. And I mean, yeah, there's
well, I get the scooter thing.
They're not cheap. Now that one, I thought $5,000, you know, it might have a TV tray or something, but it doesn't.
You put skis on that thing? Is there a motor with it? I mean,
I don't know. But what I do know is, if the headline was "Lady Lost Wheelchair at Show," I would have a lot more sympathy for her. I'm glad she's got her chair back.
I am,
but
too.
I don't know that I would classify what happened to her as somebody stole her wheelchair. Somebody found a wheelchair in the parking lot and did the wrong thing by not turning it in.
Somebody found the wheelchair and said, you know what, we can make some money selling this thing. Because otherwise, you don't walk up to a fire station with hoodies and sunglasses.
Well, sure, because there's news there. But it's no different than if you leave your bike somewhere. And not that you would ride a bike, but you were just down in Mexico. If you were riding bikes on the beach and left your bike, didn't lock it up, went in and had a couple of drinks at the bar, and then Ubered back to the hotel because you forgot that you had a bike, and then you come back and your bike's gone. Did you lose your bike, or did somebody steal it?
Well, I'm a donkey and I left it there.
Yeah, well, I see. That's it. Now, somebody did take something that's not theirs, but I don't know. The way it all reads, it wasn't stolen. She wasn't wheelchair jacked. It wasn't one of those kind of things.
Well, it wasn't at gunpoint or anything, but it was left in the parking lot.
Somebody didn't think they were stealing it. They thought they found it.
They thought they could get away with it. They folded it up, put it in their car, and said, hey, we got a wheelchair. I hear these things are valuable. We can bust it up and sell it for parts.
Now, I'm not a lawyer, and we might need to get Nico LaHood on the phone to clarify this. But Anthony Barber on our YouTube channel says, stolen implies someone was in possession of it. No one was in possession, therefore it was found, not stolen. Now, I don't know if this guy spent a semester in law school over at St. Mary's or not, but that sounds legal to me.
Well, it sounds legal, but I mean,
It doesn't mean
can write that.
Doesn't mean it's the right thing. Whoever ended up with the chair and turned it in did the wrong thing initially by not turning it in immediately. But I don't know that I would say they stole it. They might be bad human beings for not turning it in. It's a wheelchair.
Was it their wheelchair?
It was found.
Was it their wheelchair?
All right, Joe, let's put like
It probably had a name on it too. Probably
on.
had this lady's name on it.
Well, I mean, serial numbers, sure. But let me ask you this. Let me put you into an area
Serial
that
numbers.
you could. Well, everything has a serial number
Who
of
would be
value.
stealing my Lucky Charms?
Yeah. So let's go with that. We're sitting in Las Vegas,
Yes.
and as you are known to do, anywhere for that matter, but say we're at the blackjack table at Circa, and your bladder says it's time for you to go. And on your way to the bathroom, you find $100 bill on the floor.
Right.
You picking that up?
Yes.
Are you turning it in?
No.
Are you stealing that 100?
No, because
you
there's
found
nobody's
it. You found the $100
nobody's
bill.
name on that thing. It's
Well,
different.
yeah, I mean, I don't know that anyway. It's not. What if I wrote my name on it?
This is apples and oranges.
It's not apples and oranges.
Apples and
It's
oranges.
stolen or found.
Well, I need the $100 bill. I don't need the wheelchair.
All right.
So,
But whoever found that chair, who knows? Or were they going to take the wheelchair parts and turn it into $100 of bills, which they need? It's the same thing. They found it.
they stole it.
I would like. I mean, you just proved your point. You saw that $100 bill. You know it wasn't yours. You know somebody was going to be missing that $100 bill, and you just decided you were going to keep it.
Here's the difference. So if I say, hey, I got a $100 bill I found, there's going to be about 100 people say, oh, that's mine.
Well, I mean,
That's not the case with the wheelchair.
You wouldn't know that because all you have to do is go over to the fine folks there at the counter and say, hey, I found this $100 bill if somebody has lost one. And if somebody,
yeah.
we've all lost $100.
Sure.
But
everybody in the casino. I lost it.
I don't know. I mean, you ever wonder if anybody walks up to the cage and was like, hey, I lost $100. By chance, anybody turned that in?
Sure.
As a matter of fact, that Ryan Eagle guy over there,
Sure.
he did just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the same thing.
Apples and oranges.
Jonathan, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Okay, diehard Blink fan was at the concert. It was a great show. My question is, they started a GoFundMe account, and I think they raised up to like $4,000 the last I saw.
That's what the
If
news
they
says.
if they don't return the money, is that stealing, or do you keep the money?
That's
Because it was donated.
that's another tough question because the newspaper article does say that they plan on keeping that GoFundMe active in case the wheelchair needs repairs after it's spent a week out in the wild.
Interesting.
Well,
So Jonathan, am I hearing your mind working like you think this was just some sort of evil genius way to get some sympathy and a GoFundMe going?
No, I don't. I think they believe it was. The guy left it. That's fact. He admitted that. But they needed to replace the chair. It's very important. It was very sad to hear that it was stolen, but technically it wasn't stolen. And I don't think it was a sympathy thing. It was like, hey, we need to get another wheelchair because I think she is getting married and they needed the wheelchair before then.
Well, she
So
needs
they
the
need to get
wheelchair
the other
regardless
wheelchair.
of her marital status.
well,
I
if
mean,
she's getting married, she needs the GoFundMe page.
well,
I can tell you that
again,
personally.
though, it's not your daughter,
No,
Joe.
right.
But I think, Jonathan, you're onto something here. Should they return all the money that was raised in this GoFundMe since the chair was found and that money was
Chair was
intended
stolen.
to be replaced? Is that where we're at?
It was.
Right.
Exactly. They should return the donating money unless they're going to donate it to a charity.
Yes.
But that money was donated because people felt bad for them to replace the wheelchair.
I
They
agree
now
with
have
that.
a wheelchair.
And
I agree
again,
with
not
that.
not necessarily to repair it. And we don't know the condition of the chair. The police report doesn't say that. Jonathan, you're on to something. I don't think that this was some sort of wicked kind of
Now, see, but he hit on
Awful.
something that he made a great point that proves my point.
what?
Once you drive that wheelchair out of the Frostbank Center parking lot, it is stolen.
Well,
You found it in the
he-
parking
l-
lot
l-
and you return it and then you found it. I found a wheelchair. Somebody probably needs
But
that.
he said
Here,
it's
nice people
stolen,
at the
but
Frost Bank
technically
Center.
it wasn't stolen.
It was stolen. When they drove it off the parking lot
They
and
found
to
it.
their house,
They found it.
stolen.
They found
they
it.
Didn't, you don't find a wheelchair in
They
a parking
did.
lot.
They did.
They stole it. It was stolen.
I don't.
Hence the hoodies.
I don't know that it was stolen. I just think that they didn't want to be. I think they did wrong.
Their conscience was eating at them for 2 days.
Absolutely, they
and
realized
they had to turn it in.
there was no way they were going to be able to pawn this off because everybody was looking for this chair. But it the $100 bill analogy. If you find a ring,
so wait,
I mean, something of value. But if you find, we all have found stuff. Say you're at the beach, you find. I've lost
one of
three.
those old dudes with a metal detector.
Yeah, I've lost 3 wedding rings in my life.
Right.
And I'm guessing, hoping somebody has found them, but I've never gotten one back. I don't think anybody stole it. Somebody would have
it's
found
at
it.
the bottom of the beach somewhere.
It's possible.
So
One's
Rudolph
on a football
Gonzalez,
field at Canyon High School.
Rudolph Gonzalez, who I don't know what his name is now. He's got it up there. I have no clue. But he makes a good point. You leave your car in the Frost Bank parking lot overnight. Somebody, look, I just found a car. I'm taking it.
Well, I mean, if I left my keys in the car,
so that's
cool.
You wouldn't have any problem with that.
Well, I mean, I leave my car a lot of places and Uber home, and fortunately, it's always been there when I get back.
Just saying,
but
somebody could walk up there and say, this is a nice car.
Well,
it's just left here. Look what I found.
If I left my keys in the title there, I suppose you could say
keys
that.
In a title.
I mean,
what do you think the title of that wheelchair was sitting there?
No, but there was no keys. I mean, that's on the other end of the spectrum as the $100 bill example.
It was stolen. Period.
Eloy T. Arena says finders keepers.
Well, what does Eloy know?
Well, see, now Eloy might actually have a life experiences. He works for an airline.
He does.
You notice how in the airline they always say, once you get off this plane, you leave something, you can't come back.
Well, that's
because
true.
if you leave your iPad in the seat pocket, it's Eloy's. You're not allowed back on the plane to get it.
Eloy would find it for you and return it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe. Eloy might not, but most people at that airline would.
I mean, it's kind of like, hey, I left that on a plane. Oh, well, we looked around for it. Nobody turned it in. Somebody took it. But you lost it. They didn't steal it.
It's apples and oranges, man.
It's fruity.
It is fruity, that's for sure. I'm glad they got the wheelchair back.
Most importantly,
Happy
they did.
ending.
Sort of.
Glad they got the lost wheelchair back.
Well, that's it. And you know
Stolen wheelchair.
You know what? That's another reason why you don't leave a show early. Because they left the Blink 182 concert early. They missed all the small things because they wanted to beat the traffic.
And probably the best song.
And one of them. I mean, and had they left when the show was over with all those other people, I'm sure a kind Blink 182 fan would have said, hey, I know you just put her in the truck. You left the chair. And let me help you out, and I'm going to make sure. Yeah, see, that's what would have happened if you stayed till the very end of the show.
Or if those people wouldn't have stolen the wheelchair and rolled it back up to the Frost Bank Center, we wouldn't have had any of this drama, and a whole segment of our show would have been screwed. So I'm happy they stole it.
All they did was change this segment that's scheduled for...
I'm happy they stole the damn thing.
3:14, we were going to get into it.
Well, we might do it then, too.
Oh, we will, because it's a Wednesday before a long holiday weekend. The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, what are your plans this weekend? A lot going on, I know, but part of your weekend ought to be playing a little golf. And let me suggest the Golf Club of Texas, because that place is incredible. Look, if you haven't been out there lately, you haven't been out there. The Golf Club of Texas is new and improved. New cart paths going in out there. They've re-sided all over the place. It is just a beautiful place to go. Looks like a country club, but it's not a country club. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Golf Club of Texas offers some of the best course conditions in town with the friendliest staff. By the way, they've got live music going on out there on Friday. This Friday, live music at the 10 Cup. That's their restaurant, and the food is simply fantastic. Great family-friendly restaurant, and it's not going to break the bank to take the kiddos out there to have something to eat. The Golf Club of Texas, it's right there on Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. Whether you're going out there for dinner at the Tin Cup, a round with your buddies, your next tournament, go check them out. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, living here in San Antonio in South Texas, a water softener is almost a requirement. The water is hard. You know this. It affects your appliances and all of that kind of stuff. And the best water softener to buy is a Connecticut quality water softener. Connecticut's been serving San Antonio for over 50 years. They're made in America, up to 80% more efficient than competing models. Got a simple design, fewer moving parts, and the best thing about it is there's nothing to plug in. There won't be an increase in your electric bill. Connecticut quality water softeners are the best in the business, and right now they have got the best deal for you. Connecticut is going to let you try a quality water softener in your home for 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. Call them today. 656-PURE. That's 656-7873 or ConnecticutSA.com. You know the jingle. Sing it with me. Connecticut, the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
It's Jason and Joe from The Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 22nd and 23rd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
It's Lee Come Key.
Welcome back to the Lee Come Key request line. Ready for something with a kick that's still smooth? Talk about a hot time at dinner time.
Crisscross.
This is America's #1 spicy mayo and non-GMO verified sriracha. It's the Sriracha Slide coming at you from Lee Come Key.
Turn it out.
Sriracha Slide on over to srirachalove.com to check it out.
Sriracha real smooth.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minnick. Don't forget, if you're doing some grilling this weekend, and we know you are, you're taking photos of that meat on your grill, upload them to sasportstar.com, the Grilling with the Blitz page, because we're going to judge meat and give away a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market. In fact, we're going to do that today, or we're going to do that on Friday?
Well, since you have to slave away and work on Friday, you want to do it on Friday?
Well, I'll let you guys sway me. Tweet at Joe Reinagel 210 at Jason Minnick. Should we give it away today or wait? Because you could use it this weekend. Like Tri-County will be open tomorrow. You know,
they're open
yeah,
tomorrow.
they're open tomorrow. I was
right.
over there today.
Yeah.
To get what I need because I've got to get up early tomorrow and fire up the grill. In fact, when I was in there, the guy that won while I was on vacation with the whole hog.
Yes.
He was in Tri-County when I was in there today.
The thing scared the hell out of me.
So he was like, yeah, I had the whole hog in. I was like, I'm surprised. Ryan Engel's afraid of those things. I'm surprised that that's what he picked while I was on vacation.
I did it. I was trying to overcome my fear.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be a great start.
It's good pulled pork if you're doing that. So
well, just take the head off.
Yeah. That's kind of defeats the purpose. And by the way, you can get a whole hog at Tri-County. You just got to order in advance.
Oh wow.
And they'll do that for you.
All
Same
right.
with goat or whatever it is you might need.
Yeah.
You know, current former Spur gets his goat there.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
a current former Spur.
Well, he's currently with the Spurs, but a former player. he's currently still working there.
Gotcha.
But a former player from Argentina.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Of course he does. He knows where to go.
Goat.
Well, goat. He's a goat, and Tri-County's the best.
Exactly.
So that's where you go.
So we'll figure that out. Now, I will say this. I've had 3 or 4 people send me video today of some guy that's making the rounds on social media on his reel. He's got a snake on his pit.
Okay.
That won't win.
No.
Your fear of whole hog. I've seen alligator. I've seen a lot. I've seen an entire snake on a pit.
I mean, it's just a big snake. Is it a rattlesnake? What is it?
It looks. I don't know what kind of snake it is. It's dead, which means it's a good kind of steak.
I mean, rattlesnake is tasty.
Well, I mean, it tastes
not
like
that
chicken.
I'm going to do it every day, but I have had it.
Yeah, hang on.
Rattle.
A 12-foot Burmese python.
Where the hell do you get that?
Well, at the Burmese python store. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to put my phone up there, but this guy's got foil in the mouth. I mean, it looks good. This wasn't by accident where like you open up your grill and there's a snake in there. So you just turn it on to kill it. I mean, this is a guy that he's smoked and fried 12-foot python is the deal.
Wow.
Let me see if
it looks like a long chorizo.
So he smoked it. Now he's got it in the fryer. The video will start over. If you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of see it. I've had a ton of people send this to me thinking this is funny because of all the things that go. I will not have this on my grill by choice.
No, that's not happening.
No.
I saw a video the other day of a snake had its head chopped off and it bit itself.
Well, that's what snakes do.
And it hurt, apparently, because the part that didn't have the head jumped.
Yeah.
And so apparently you can still feel pain.
Well, I don't know when was the last time. Look at what this guy's doing to that snake.
Dude.
Yeah, that's seasoning it up. I'm sure it tastes like chicken. I don't want to see that.
You cut that open, maybe that lady's in there from, where was that lady from?
Down yonder. She's gone. They've already cut that up.
That's right.
Yeah, they found her in there. No, seriously, when you think about, when was the last time you killed a snake? I killed one a couple weeks ago.
Luckily, knock on wood, I haven't seen any snakes around my house.
The crazy thing is, I got it kind of half, not and the head was still, so I had to kill that thing twice.
Is it at your house?
It was at somebody else's house.
Well, why are you killing it?
It was a group effort.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Well, so it started, it was open the garage door and there was a snake. So there's a bit of a scramble and it started to go into the wall.
Wow.
So trying to get it out of the wall. And so we kind of cut it in half, not by the head, to, kind of let because the strength of that thing is you're trying to get it out of the wall. So you're doing that, and I've got the shovel, but I'm not near the head. It's got, and then the muscle relaxes. You're able to pull it out, but the thing was still going, so you had to kill it again. Yes, it's exciting.
Oh man, there's no video of this.
There might be.
Oh man, there's got to be video.
I think about the video he has at his house. I don't know because it was basically in the garage and then right there. But maybe there might be video of it.
There's got to be.
There might be
There
video
has
of
to
it.
be.
It's possible.
They're like the Three Stooges going there trying to kill that snake.
It was a little comical because he grabbed one of those grabber things trying to grab it out, and I had the shovel and.
Oh man, I'm sorry I missed that.
Oh yeah, it was in Wyoming.
Oh
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
And the last thing he wanted was that thing to get up.
Well, yeah,
in the wall.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of snakes do they have in Wyoming?
Dead ones.
Well, that's the best kind, but
I don't know what kind of snake it was. I'm sure it was just fine.
Wasn't a rattler?
It wasn't a rattler. It was probably just a lovely garden snake that would have been just fine if he would have stayed in the garden.
Right.
You come in the garage, you die.
Well, that's the rule.
That's the rule.
And even if you're in the garden, you might die.
It's like if I see one at my house,
yeah,
I will slowly go to the garage and get the shovel and slowly walk back. And if you happen to still be there, you're going to die. But you've had plenty of opportunity to get away.
Well, it's nice of you to kind of slowly move both ways.
Well,
Give the snake an opportunity.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a hell of a guy, man.
I mean, he's got opportunity.
Hell of a guy. Wow.
It's been a while since I've seen a snake at the house.
Well,
thank goodness.
I haven't seen one in a while, and I don't want to.
I did have 2 lizards making out on the back patio the other night.
You know what they had?
I didn't know lizards did that.
Well, how do they make baby lizards?
Well, like on your back patio, like do that in a tree. Get a leaf or something.
Well, that's probably like a honeymoon experience. Hey, we'll go to the Minix's patio and boom, chicka, wow,
the funny thing is,
wow.
when the one starts to run, the other's still attached and is just along for the ride.
Boy, that's like us, right? Like this lady tries to run and you say, honey, wait.
That video is pretty funny.
Dude, I'm seriously in Mexico, and I'm sure this happens everywhere. You'd be eating breakfast, and a damn iguana just walk right up there and sit there and look at you.
Well, he wants to be fed.
What, you're not supposed to feed him?
But was he having sex?
No.
He just wanted breakfast.
He just wanted a little breakfast.
Did you give him any?
No.
Why?
They told us not to.
Oh, come on. You feed the birds?
No.
Because they tell you not to?
No, but the hell do I want to share my food with an iguana?
Why not?
Why?
When was the last time you fed an iguana?
Damn food.
I mean, you didn't eat it all. Throw him a worm.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Give him a grape.
A worm?
Sure.
Should I order worms?
Well, I mean, give him a grape. Give him something.
Some dude was throwing chips at him, like,
Yeah, give him some kale.
Yeah.
All the green stuff they put on your plate for decoration that you just moved to the side and ends up in the dishwasher.
I wanted him to just go away.
No, you didn't.
No, I really did.
Are you sure? Why?
Yes. Well, an iguana looking at me while I'm trying to eat.
Well, it's kind of cool.
What's cool about that?
It's an iguana looking at you. I mean, did you take pictures of it?
Yeah, I think we've got
Yeah,
pictures
did your
of it.
wife take pictures of it?
She did.
Did you hold it?
No.
All right. Did you take a picture with the guy that will let you hold it for $30?
No.
Right.
I don't want to hold an iguana.
All right. I'm just saying.
Kind of like holding a snake. I'd rather not.
Well, no, iguanas have legs. That's where I draw the line. Once you lose legs, I want nothing to do with it.
I don't. Well, you'd hold an iguana.
Sure.
I'm not holding an iguana.
I mean, hell, my kid has a Komodo dragon.
It's still a big lizard, and I don't want to hold it.
That's what those.
I don't want to hold
whatever Erica has, dragon thing.
Bearded dragon, right?
Bearded dragon.
Yeah,
What did I say? Komodo?
that's great.
Yeah, those are a little bigger. Yeah, bearded dragons. The beardy. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
Avion.
Avion.
Like the tequila.
Dude. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it.
What do you mean?
I don't want anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. I'm happy for Erica. She's got a bearded dragon.
She does.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she does. I don't.
When she first got it, it was all right. Now that thing's
huge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It is.
You put a leash on it and take it for a walk. Nuts.
No, she can put a leash on it and take it for a walk.
And she does.
I'm not doing it.
It's things you do while you're in Phoenix, living in Phoenix. Let's talk NBA free agency. In a shocker, LeBron is re-signed with the Lakers.
Yeah.
In another shocker, no discount. We'll talk about his max deal with LA coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I mentioned I was in Tri-County earlier today getting what I need for the grill tomorrow. You need to get into Tri-County, of course, later tonight. They will be open tomorrow on the 4th. They will be open Friday and all weekend long with some incredible 4th of July specials. 20% off St. Louis and baby back pork ribs. All their hot dogs, those beef Angus hot dogs are on sale. Outside skirt steak also at 20% off. And don't forget, they've made the poppers easy. They've got popper party packs, 2 of each popper they sell, pre-packed, ready to go. Just grab and go. Maybe you're looking for sausage, a lot of fajitas, whatever it is you're looking for. Maybe you're doing a brisket this weekend. Their brisket burgers, by the way, are incredible. Tri-County Meat Market has what you need with the quality you expect. They always offer a 10% discount for military and first responders. And if you're cooking for a bunch of people, take advantage of their Pick 5 for $25. Tri-County Meat Market, 2 great locations on Round Fair Road and on Huebner, or online at tricountymeat.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. 4 days of glory pass to the Spurs. Got a finished power forward. We'll talk about it.
And does Rob have all his fingers after a weekend of boozing with fireworks? Party starts at 6. We'll find out then. Morning Huddle, 94.1.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Save money by shopping local for your fireworks at Mr. W Fireworks. At Mr. W Fireworks, we have been doing this for a long time, since 1963. We never charge any hidden fees, and we pass our savings down to the customer. Don't overpay for your fireworks ever again. We are proud to guarantee the lowest prices on fireworks around, and the biggest selection too. We have locations across areas. Visit MrWFireworks.com to find us. Shop local and save 50 to 80% more at Mr. W Fireworks.
Not to brag, but Progressive's Name Your Price tool is mankind's greatest tool ever. Even better than the wheel. Sure, without the wheel, we wouldn't have modern transportation or funny videos of dogs riding skateboards. But without the Name Your Price tool, we wouldn't have easy access to auto insurance options based on our budget. And, well, cars do need wheels. They also need insurance, and insurance never goes flat. Learn more about the greatest tool ever, the Name Your Price tool at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Right now, get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. And buy 2, get 1 free on select paint and exterior stain via Lowe's gift card rebate. Shop these deals before they're gone, because Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 7/10. Annuals offer in-store only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location. Paint. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details while supplies last.
If you can't sleep because of annoying knee pain, that's a problem. If you stop running because your feet always hurt, that's a problem. If your elbow, shoulder, and neck pain make it impossible for you to do your job, that is a problem. And it's time to finally do something about it. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. At Arasti, we fix pain fast. No medications, no injections. Arasti treatment is completely natural and non-invasive. Plus, we accept most insurance plans. There's a location near you. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Lowe's knows owning a project means owning the right tools. And during Craftsman Days, you can save big on what you need from a brand you trust. Get a free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select Battery 2-pack. Plus, get your choice of the V20 string trimmer or leaf blower for only $99. Find these savings and more today. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/10 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is Andrew Monaco, and you're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
Howdy.
Howdy. Little update. Remember yesterday we were talking about Ty Hawkins?
Yes.
Who is flipped from Johnson High School to IMG Academy for his senior year?
Yes.
Yeah. He's also now flipped on his TCU commitment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. SMU. He's still going to DFW.
Uh-huh.
But instead of TCU, Ty is flipping to SMU.
All right. Well, he probably saw that they were they didn't look so good coming up this year. We did the poll yesterday, or the standing projected.
Well, I think it's the domino effect and follow the money. And that's the way it is now in college football. But the kid from Duncanville who was committed to SMU flipped to go to Alabama. The domino effect is Hawkins now flips to go to SMU.
So I guess what we're saying, if those two rich schools, SMU's got more money than TCU.
Which is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Although I was reading today that SMU, they're looking at them for like tax stuff because of how they got the money and what they claimed and what they publicly claimed and what they filed. They're very different. So,
well, they've got a history at SMU of doing things.
Dude, all I can say is, and I don't know, they were just ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
I mean, they were doing NIL with Eric Dickerson long before NIL was a legal thing.
They were.
Yeah. Although, man, I admittedly, and I said this when he announced TCU, I'm surprised, and we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, that could change again.
Quite frankly, it could change again.
It could.
I know coaches want commitments and they get them, but the watching kids flip, and I see it maybe more than most, because most people will follow a specific school in their school.
Right.
But with all of the players that are coming to the All-American Bowl, I get all these updates from a deal that I'm a part of, that's all the kids that are there. And every other day there's an update on where this kid was going and where he's going now. And some of them, man, they're not even in their senior yearly yet and flipped 8 times.
Kind of the state of college football as we know it right now.
That's what it is. State of the NBA, LeBron couldn't get anybody to flip into a Lakers uniform, in which he said originally, according to all the reports, he would take less to get one of these guys to come join him.
Such a nice guy.
Couldn't get any friends to come over and play, so today he gets a max deal from the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, he did $104 million, 2 years, but it's really a 1-year thing because it's his option for the second year. So if he decides to call it a day after this, after playing with Bronny, who, by the way, gets the highest guaranteed money for a second-round pick, by the way, $7.9 million is his contract. The numbers finally came out today. 4 years. The final year of that is a team option.
Uh-huh.
So, but that's the highest guarantee of any second-round pick.
He's earned it.
Yeah, apparently.
He's earned it.
J.J. Redick said so.
He earned it.
Yeah, he earned it.
Bronny has earned it.
Uh-huh.
None of that surprising, and then Dad gets the max.
Sure. Well, I tell you what, with James 1 and James 2, look out.
It's there.
That's a clown show.
The reality, and part of me is a little surprised, and then part of me isn't, that we took 43 minutes into the show to get our first clown show reference from you. But
won't be the last, I'm sure.
The idea that the Lakers are no better today than when they ended the season, and they fought. Our in-season tournament champions fought to be a play-in team, and they're going to have to fight for that same next year.
Sure.
Where, kind of like Chris Paul coming to San Antonio, he has waved the white flag on winning a ring. LeBron committing to stay with the Lakers. Is he really waving the white flag on another ring before he's retired? Do you look at the Lakers with what they have committed, the situation that they're in with their roster construction, which their contracts and their roster, they might be more in a bleep show than, say, the Cowboys are with their contracts. The idea that the Lakers in their situation, that won't be a championship team anytime soon.
Well, LeBron would never admit that, because he's going to go in and say, yeah, we got the pieces, we got this, and I'm here.
And to be fair, as long as he is there, they've got a chance. If he and Anthony Davis can stay healthy and play enough games, they will have a chance. LeBron, at his age, has avoided major injury, and is still one of the best players in the NBA.
Well,
he is, to be fair.
The brow is not going to stay healthy.
Well,
that's not happening.
I mean, and that's true, too.
So, and depending, but at some point in time, and you see it a little bit, and you're right. Hey, LeBron is still playing at a very high level, but he's not LeBron of 10 years ago.
He's not far off, but what he still passes the ball with the best. I mean, he is still a very functional player, a very high level player, if I'm going to be fair, in today's NBA world. He still gets it done. He still plays an extremely high level. There has not been a drop off in stats from LeBron over he hadn't hit that wall yet, that decline where you go, all right, the end is near, that you normally see with players that are getting up there. So I do say, as long as he's there, they're going to have a chance, but they've got to be able to put people around him. And according to reports, he was willing to take less to be able to do that. But when none of those guys showed up, give me the max.
Well, and not only that, they've wasted a roster spot.
They didn't waste
on
roster
Bronny
spot.
James. Because they can't send him to the G League. He didn't sign a two-way contract.
Yeah, he could still go to the G League. I mean,
Bronny has earned
well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to agree to it.
Well, he's still going to just be a high-paid G League player. But I at pick 55, it's not like they were going to get somebody there that was going to help this basketball team anyway. So that's the only reason, as stupid as I think it is, that they used a pick on him. The fact that at 55, they weren't going to find somebody that was going to help this team anyway. So they helped the team by making Daddy happy.
I don't know how that helps the team. By making Daddy happy.
Well,
I mean,
you don't want to make him unhappy.
Well,
he opted out. He could have signed somewhere else.
Well, who was calling him? That's the thing. Who in the world was knocking on LeBron's
Nobody, because
door?
nobody thought he was going to leave. I forget who it was at Bonnetemps or Low or one of those national shows were talking about. LeBron misplayed this. The best move for LeBron would be to have Bronny go undrafted and the ability to sign anywhere, because then there could have been some sort of bidding for his services if you bring Bronny with you.
The Lakers should be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. They're making a mockery. And play that again from JJ.
Bronny has earned it.
And that is the exclamation point on the embarrassment. Well, that's Daddy.
I mean, he earned it.
He earned it. Well, he earned it because his dad is LeBron James. We'll call him the Lakers. I mean, he owns that franchise. Whatever LeBron wants, he's going to get, and it doesn't make any difference.
Claymore says, wait till Bronny hits a game winner in a meaningless game versus the Wizards.
No, he actually has to get on the floor.
Yeah.
But against the Wizards, he might.
Well, again, I don't see Bronny. Bronny's up 20, down 20 guy. He's not seeing time, and he ain't going to be on the floor in any kind of tight game. Did he make the summer league? He'll play summer league for the Lakers, won't he?
I believe he will.
You know, the Bay City, South Bay Lakers.
I put it there. He's LeBron's kid. It depends on whether he wants to or not.
I don't know.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Bronny has earned it.
Hey, if LeBron says, nah, me and Bronny we're going to head off to the Bahamas for a week. Well, that's Daddy.
Yeah, and LeBron's never done that.
I'm just saying.
LeBron isn't that kind of guy. He doesn't. He doesn't plan a trip to Egypt when you know you got minicamp.
Let me tell you again, the Lakers are a clown show.
2 and 5 minutes.
A clown show.
3.
It's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Chris Orozco on our YouTube page is absolutely right. Dr. Buss is turning in his grave.
Bronny has earned it.
Look what his daughter's done to that.
You know, I will say this. Dr. Buss would have made this move too. Jerry Buss would have made this move because it's pick 55. That guy's not going to help this team anyway. So you keep your superstar happy and you keep calling it a clown show. He created the circus in Los Angeles. He created everything that is the Forum. Going to the Forum was about being seen, not watching basketball back in his day. He would love the circus that genie is continuing to run.
And
he would want championships to go with this circus, but I don't think he'd be rolling over in his grave. But as Chris says, he didn't say that. He said he's face down in his grave. And
he's rolling over. He rolled over face down.
But knowing Dr. Bus, that might have been on purpose too.
Well, maybe, yeah. It reminds me a lot of that team up in Frisco. Kind of a clown show.
Of what is all in and mine might not be the same thing.
And it really doesn't matter because you're going to make money either way. And LeBron is a draw. He's going to fill the arena every night. And so in that respect, yeah, they'll make money. But they're not going to win anything.
No.
Nothing.
In-season
well,
tournament.
Maybe the in-season tournament.
I mean, they hung a banner for that.
That's important.
All right. Golden State continues to look at other pieces not named Lauri Markkanen. We know they've added Kyle Anderson. Apparently, Buddy Hield's got a chance now. They're talking with him. I don't know if that means they're out on Lauri Markkanen or are they just doing work until that gets done? And is that a negotiating ploy by Golden State to say, hey, Utah, we're moving on. You've got our price. And where are the Spurs? The fact that it seems to have gotten quiet on the Spurs front when it comes to Lauri Markkanen, I think that's a good sign because that's typically the way the Spurs operate. When it's quiet and then boom, you get that which one's going to break it kind of news. So we'll see. But the Lauri Markkanen thing isn't dead, although it looks like it. You could say maybe life support, but it's gotten awful quiet. But Golden State seems to be doing business. So if they were the aggressive ones, the question is, have they moved on? And is it now Utah and San Antonio alone? And are they going to be able to get a deal done? Can Brian Wright make Danny Ainge happy with this deal?
Well, sure he can. He can make him happy. It just depends on what it's going to take to make him happy. I have to believe Golden State's moved on, especially if they sign Buddy Hield. I mean, because if they sign him, that's their shooter. That's who they want. They've already got Kyle Anderson. And so I just can't – I don't know where they would get any more money, any more draft capital, anything, unless they're going to package some of these guys that they're getting here. So I have to believe that Golden State is moving on, or at least giving the appearance of moving on, because they haven't signed Hield yet. But they're talking about it, apparently.
They're talking. And again, end of the week, you go back to what we were talking about last week. End of the week is when I expect San Antonio to get busy.
Uh-huh.
I was surprised the Chris Paul thing happened as fast as it did, but when you look at the deal, 1 year, $11 million, other than Chris Paul coming to San Antonio, that's the Spurs kind of deal. You know, the initial wave we haven't really seen, but kind of later in the week and in the next is when I expect to see the veteran, that guy looks like a good fit San Antonio kind of deals to get done. So as we're midweek now, Thursday, Friday, into the weekend, I'd like to see some movement from San Antonio and some, I don't know, just names and, this is happening. This is coming. This is going to be real.
I mean, surely they got to do something else.
Well, sure.
I know, whether it's Markkanen or not.
I would love the blockbuster.
I would appreciate the fact that hopefully it's not done and they're going to do something else. This can't be the only move they're going to make. Although that magical year is coming. 2025.
Next year.
And we're going to, just play and win 22 games again and just wait for the magical year of 2025.
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. And you know what else we're going to do right now, Joe?
What?
We're going to teach people a little radio 101 because so many people think they know how to do our job.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So Alonzo on our YouTube channel is pissed off as hell that we're not talking about Wemby right now in a French national team exhibition game. If you've ever listened to Sports Talk Radio, because Alonzo knows how to do our job, as a talk show, you never talk about something that's going on while it's going on. A variety of reasons for that. But no, yes, we're aware. There is a game going on right now.
It's an exhibition game.
It's an exhibition game, but it is going on right now.
Okay.
No different than if the Rangers or Astros are playing in the afternoon. We don't talk about that.
Right.
When the Spurs play, remember when we used to go to 7 and they would start at 6?
Absolutely.
We don't talk about what's going on right there. right? And the reason for that is we want you guys to keep listening, not
Of course.
say, oh, well, let me go find and watch that game, Alonzo, which is why we aren't talking about Wemby's national team game right now.
Well,
but you know our job better than we do, Alonzo.
Well, my question would be,
and it's an exhibition game. Who gives a damn?
Exactly.
Well, there's that too.
I mean, really, it means absolutely nothing. So I'm happy.
Unless he were to get hurt, and then we'd be talking a lot about it.
Absolutely.
Are
that
we
would
aware
happen.
of it? Yes, dude. We're fully aware of it.
Fully aware of it. And I quite frankly, I will just say it. I don't care. It's an exhibition game. Gives a damn what Wemby's playing in an exhibition game.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really don't. Like watching an NFL preseason game. I really don't give a damn.
It depends.
Well,
I mean, the first one, you get excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition game.
It's true. But he is playing.
That's great.
He's breathing too. Do you want us to do play-by-play on that?
I'm sure he
that was too
sat on
deep
the
of a
pot
breath.
this
Should
morning
we be
too.
worried?
Maybe we should do that. He probably had breakfast this morning.
Probably.
Maybe we should talk about that.
I don't know. Funny headline in the Pro Football Talk today. Cowboys are running out of time to avoid a mess.
I think they've already run out of time.
It's a mess regardless. Let's talk about it coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but it's hot outside. Extremely, and it doesn't appear that it's going to get any cooler or even have any rain anytime soon. And look, I'm going to tell you what, that sun can do a lot of damage to your roof. I mean, you can get inside, get in the air conditioning. Your roof cannot, and that sun and the heat can do a lot of damage to it. Look, if you think that that's happening, you want to make sure that it's not. Remember Stevens Roofing. They're the best in the business. They've been in San Antonio and South Texas for many, many years. They're not going anywhere, and that tells you everything you need to know. They do good business. They've got happy customers, and because if they didn't, they wouldn't be in business as long as they have been. Stevens Roofing is absolutely the best. So when you're in the market for repairs, a replacement roof, an upgrade, you want them to come out and inspect your roof to make sure that everything is okay. You want to work with that experienced team that brings local roots, value, and a vast knowledge of the craft to every job. That's Stevens Roofing. Look, they provide roofing in both commercial and residential, a wide variety of materials for all of South Texas. Remember the number, 210-785-0994. You can also get them online at stevensroofing.net. Stevens Roofing, the best in the business here in San Antonio and South Texas. That number again, 210-785-0994.
You're locked on the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9047. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-9047. That's 800-575-9047.
Tax Relief Advocates, real solutions for real people.
My name is John. I could not lose the weight I needed to. The Institute for Functional Health Wellness program was the answer. It included a great deal of testing, supplements, and weekly face-to-face doctor visits. I finally had the accountability I needed. I am now 50 pounds lighter. I no longer have pain in my elbow, back, and hips. I have more energy and just feel and look so much better.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-8091. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Do summer projects your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. With free delivery on over 2 million items, you can make the most of summer grilling and dig into gardening. Plus, get same-day delivery on thousands of products like power tools and storage to tackle any last-minute garage project. Summer your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select and stock items by 4 p.m. subject to availability.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-488-1329. That's 800-488-1329.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
San Antonio's Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, no change in the Laurie marketing rumors. Chris Hayes of Bleacher Report has reported that the Spurs and the Warriors are the two teams still in the mix for the Utah forward. Golden State, though, they've already reached a deal with former Spur Kyle Anderson, and they're said to be looking at Sixers sharpshooter Buddy Hield. UTSA and Colorado State have announced a future home-and-home series for their football programs for the years 2025 and 2026.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons.
San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day.
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 Hump Day. Here we go.
Hump Day.
4th of July version of Hump Day.
There you go. Speaking of force.
Here we go. Oh, man. It is Hump Day.
It is.
Guess what day it is?
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
That was weak. That was sailing off into a long holiday weekend.
Day. I love that camel
level of energy.
I got a lot of energy today.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yes. Plenty of energy. Feeling good.
You going to go out tonight?
I don't know. Got an early flight tomorrow, which is another thing that is kind of adventurous of the Reinagel clan.
Yes.
To fly on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And might be more adventurous than that is coming home on Sunday.
Yeah. You're going to be fine.
I'm sure.
You're going to be fine.
I mean, a lot of people.
Well, most airlines are packed.
Might not be room at the bar.
Oh, there will be room at the bar.
Think so?
There's always room at the bar. Although you got an early flight. I mean, you'll be fine there.
Bloody Mary?
Yeah, you'll be fine. A lot of people are using this weekend to fly him. What AJ Hoffman was telling me is he's on a plane right now going to Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
Plane tickets are stupid expensive to go to Vegas for this long holiday weekend.
Wow.
And they're anticipating the hottest day of the year this weekend in Las Vegas. But I know AJ told me his ticket was like $1,000. Another lady that works here, and why she is taking her 16-year-old daughter to Vegas this weekend is beyond me. But
who's
she's
doing
going,
that?
Jasmine.
Oh.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Vegas would be silly.
Vegas is going to be silly, but your kid's 16. I don't understand people that take an under 21-year-old to Las Vegas.
Well, there's nothing to do. And even worse than that.
There is stuff to do, just not what you would normally do in Vegas.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For kids, what's even worse than that, we see people pushing strollers through the casino. And I'm like,
well, that's going to be you in a couple of years.
No, it's not.
Oh, really?
No.
So when you get to stroller stage, you're not going to go to Vegas anymore?
Are you talking about me being pushed in a stroller?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, you're talking about like baby stroller.
I'm talking about babies.
Oh, yeah.
People,
well, they're
like
trying to
families.
They're trying to make another one.
I
thought you were talking about like the wheelchair strollers, because that will be you.
Did I tell you the time? This was a couple of years ago. We had just checked in. We're at the Bellagio, and I'm standing there, and you've been to the Bellagio. There's got a big lobby there where you check in, and all out of nowhere, bam! Some kid driving one of those motorized damn carts just hit me. I wanted to spank his little hiney.
Did you get a free room upgrade because of it?
No, I didn't.
All right. Did you ask to speak to the manager?
I didn't. I was shocked at first. I didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
A bunch of damn kids running around.
And at Bellagio is a damn rich kid.
Rich kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were in the lobby area, not the special VIP entry.
Well, I was, and
Which
then I came. You still got to come out and go through there.
Well, no, dude. I mean, when you're there over by the Rolex store, you go in there and they got an elevator right there.
Well, they
You
got
don't
an
have to walk
elevator.
back out.
But my wife likes that little bar that's right there, a little piano bar.
Yeah. So that's where you got hit?
Yes.
You poor bastard.
Leave your kids at home if you're going to Vegas. Little advice from your old Uncle Joe.
Yeah, it's always kind of been my rule.
They don't need to be going to Vegas. Wow, Wemby leads all scores with 11 points.
Woo!
We're talking about it.
It's Pledge, please soundbite that. What did you say that was soundbite worthy?
Spank his little hiney.
You already mark it? Good. We all the producers there. I like that.
I do too. That's
now our great producer James Pledger did put together a list of all the 4th of July celebrations. If you've got some good 4th of July celebration plans, because quite frankly, some of these I'm not sure what it means. Like I know about the Woodlawn Lake. The Parks Foundation is doing something on St. Mary's. What is that? Do they do anything by the tower? I mean, it's the first time in a long time I'm actually in town for the 4th of July and not going to the beach.
I don't think so, Jason. I think they only do that at New Year's Eve, right? The tower? Maybe I could be wrong.
Well, because there's something that's going on Market Square. So what are the best 4th of July deals going on in San Antonio tomorrow and this weekend? If you've got a favorite, is there one that you recommend? Tell us so we can tell them. It's going to be crowded, so don't try to keep it your little secret.
Right.
At Joe Reinagle 210.
Secret.
At Jason Minix.
Unless it's in your backyard.
Let us know what's going on. So we can let everybody else know what's going on. We'll be able to figure it out. Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
You know, there was a headline yesterday that confused a lot of people. Archie Manning is doing just fine.
Thank God for that.
But a random headline made it look like Archie Manning had passed away.
Well, I suppose, right? And I'm looking at this. It's just basically saying he's 75.
Well, yeah, but read the headline.
This is Archie Manning, Ole Miss football legend, dad of Eli and Peyton, grandfather of Arch, is 75.
That's an awful lot for a headline.
Well, it is.
I mean, clearly that's somebody that did not go to headline writing school.
They could have said, well, where's this newspaper, the Clarion Legend?
Well, I don't know. Sounds like something in Mississippi.
Well, there you go. Enough said. Mississippi. Oh, my.
But when you do see something like that, legend, Ole Miss, father of, no. He's just fine. He had a birthday.
Who's the other, the brother? What's his name?
The other brother,
yeah,
Cooper?
Cooper.
Yeah.
Why they leave Cooper off?
Arch's dad.
They mention Arch, but leave his dad off.
Because he's not as famous as his uncles. Although,
I know, but
according to all of them, the best of the athletes and injuries kept him from.
I'd be a little bummed out if I'm Cooper.
He's lived his whole life that way.
Yes. I think he might be the funniest one of all of them.
Well, he might be, but
the funny guy.
We don't know.
All right.
We don't know.
No, we don't. We don't.
I mean, you got 5 daughters. I'm sure there's one that feels always left out.
Uh-huh. There is.
I mean, that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but she deserves it.
She does. Don't talk about Casey that way.
No.
That's just mean.
Not Casey.
That's just mean.
Oh, my goodness.
That's funny. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, headline Team WNBA All-Star Squad. Clark got the most votes ever.
Isn't that incredible? Over 700,000.
She's famous. She's popular.
Yeah, and they set a record last night in Vegas, speaking of Vegas.
Dude, that video of that looked incredible.
It was incredible. They had to move that game to the big arena.
Yeah. Well, Caitlin Clark's been doing that at a lot of WNBA arenas. They've been moving to accommodate more fans. And you get the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. that goes back to their college days, and obviously they're going to be huge WNBA rivals. Now they get to be teammates.
Yeah, it'll be like, I don't think I've ever been her teammate before, even at USA basketball or anything like that. So I know people are going to be really excited about it, but I hope it doesn't take away from everybody else. Like, this is a huge accomplishment for everybody on Team USA and everybody on Team WNBA. Like, they all deserve the same praise. Like, I don't want it to take away from any of that and just be the focal point of All-Star Weekend, because that's not fair to them. And, you know, obviously this is something that's really hard to accomplish. So the best we can celebrate all of them will be great. And I'm just going to obviously soak in the experience, because like, you never know if you're ever going to be able to get back there. And it'll be fun for all of us.
That'll be good. And look, they're professionals. They'll get along. They'll probably enjoy playing as teammates instead of against each other. Angel Reese got very emotional after the game last night. So she, it means something to you.
It does. And again, when you got two rookies that are taking the WNBA to another level.
Yeah.
And all of them are having to figure out how to deal with this instant fame. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both dealt with fame while in college, but I think even for them, it's ramped up quite a bit. There is an insulation when you're in college that isn't there in professional sports. And I think they're both seeing and feeling that. When you're a pro athlete, the criticism is a lot different than when you're a college athlete, than when you're a high school athlete.
Yeah.
And I think they're both having to navigate those waters for sure.
Well, look, I think they're both doing a pretty good job at it. And I look forward to it. Now, I heard, and this is not confirmed, so I probably shouldn't even say it, but that the All-Star people are going to play against the Olympic team, folks. Now, I don't know if there's a crossover there, but I think that's pretty good. With Caitlin Clark being left off, she can show those Olympians a little something.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's a turned ankle. Does she get added on? I'm still waiting for her to be the first add-on in there. As you guys get ready for your festivities this week, I know of the three of us here on the Blitz, this would be something that James Pledger would do. Now, this is radio. And in the radio world, a lot of times we paint a picture. But in 2024, I can tell you, go Google this video. It is worth your time. There are a couple of dudes that use an alligator to shotgun a beer. That is a video that you should probably go try to watch just for a good laugh. That is something that I could see James Pledger doing tomorrow. James Pledger, who loves slap fighting, should shotgun a beer with an alligator from an alligator this weekend while he's down in Houston.
Well, that's... Go ahead. I'm sorry, Pledge. What were you going to say? No, you're not doing it.
I'm not a reptile person.
Yeah, you are.
Well, these drunk donkeys were on a boat and put the beer out there so the alligator could bite it.
Well, sure.
Glad there wasn't a finger involved.
Well, I mean, there could have been.
Yeah, there could have been.
That's the joy of it all, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to do
dumb
stuff.
That's a great idea, Jim.
You're going to do dumb stuff to try to go viral. I mean, let's get a little help here from the alligator. I mean, that's something that James Pledger would do that.
You know, if I'm that alligator, after a while, I might just get a little
thirsty,
pissed off, and say, "Okay,
you're an alligator."
Yeah, you're gonna be a little, you drunk SOBs.
I don't know much about alligators, but I think they wake up pissed off.
You think so?
I mean, they always have that pissed off look.
Well, this alligator.
Do you ever see an alligator that looks cuddly or friendly?
Well, no, but it's like he was trained for this. He just swims right up to the boat.
Well, you can train an alligator.
Opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Puts the beer inside. Chomps down on it.
Could happen.
Yeah, those people.
I mean, they got trained alligators. Go on some of those tours down in Louisiana.
Those folks that live in the swampland.
Yeah, they put their heads in there.
Folks.
Yeah, they are different.
Jeez.
I think John Sober is right. They probably from LSU.
Probably.
I don't know if they went to LSU, but they probably have the T-shirt.
What, they found it on the street?
Well, and eventually that gator is going to end up on somebody's grill.
Well, probably so. And that's a shame.
Well,
I mean, how many beers it opened for those drunk dudes?
Until he becomes dinner.
Well, they ought to throw him. They ought to throw him a bone. Give him a beer.
He gave the beer back. Maybe they need to get better beer.
Could be. Could be.
I ain't drinking this. You drink it.
Yeah.
I'll open it for you.
Dude, there is a funny sight in our studio.
Oh, is he in there?
Yeah, he's got a he's holding a big long hose. I don't know what the hell that is, but
Lord. Pledge, can you make that on video a little bit more to entertain our YouTube audience? Because I was wondering why James Pledger posted in our little on-screen thing, grumpy ass Greg Shelton is human alligator. And apparently Greg is in there making signs showing sign. Oh, that was half a peace sign for the 4th of July. Love you, Greg. Greg Shelton on a ladder hooking a hose up to the ceiling.
Yeah, and then
I don't know. It's not a dehumidifier because our allergies here just suck in this building for a variety of reasons. Why are you putting?
Well, he had to fix the hose because it must be hot in there.
Yeah, all right.
It's a little extra air conditioning.
Oh, it's extra hot in there?
Must be.
It's extra hot in there, yet James Pledger's wearing a freaking hoodie. But you're going to
go back to your solitaire now, Greg.
It's hot in there. Greg is just trying to prove to the bosses that watch this that he is at work at 3:16. Let's lie, at 5:16 on a Wednesday before a national holiday. Yes. Yes.
How about that?
Although I don't know if that angle is something we ever need to see again.
Probably not.
Sorry to do that to you guys watching on YouTube. That was I apologize.
Yes, you should.
See, on this part of the room, I did not see Greg over there. Like you could see that part of the room. I could not, so I wasn't sure what was going on.
He's standing on a ladder,
but none of
facing away from me.
None of us need to see that.
No, and I had to. It's almost like a magnet.
I mean, I asked for video for it, and then I saw it, and I realized that was not a good idea, Jim.
Dude, did you ever notice that? There's something you shouldn't look at. It's like
you have
a magnet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a car wreck.
Uh-huh.
Go all rubberneck.
Or depending. Yeah. I mean, could be a lot of things.
Alonzo says this is a radio station in San Antonio.
What is?
I don't know. I have no idea. Because the next one says Greg is the legend.
He is.
Not sure about that either.
Huh. I think we're still in San Antonio, aren't we?
We are. Always have been.
Just checking.
I think San Antonio Sports Star
kind of gives that away, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We've got some tickets to give away to go see the San Antonio Missions. If you want to go see the Missions, that's our local baseball team here in San Antonio. They've got a lot going on this weekend, including July 4th. These tickets are for next Tuesday night.
Right.
Tuesday, July 9th. So don't win these tickets thinking you're going to go see the fireworks show tomorrow. With these tickets, you're not. Family 4-pack of tickets to go see the Missions out at Wolf Stadium on Tuesday, the 9th. AARP $2 Tuesday presented by 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. We got that 4-pack of tickets going right now to caller number 9. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Caller 9, a 4-pack of tickets to go see the Missions July 9th out at Wolf Stadium.
Lot going on this weekend, no question about it. It is July 4th, but take some time for yourself. Go play some golf. Get some friends together and get out and play a little golf, and you can do that out at the Golf Club of Texas. Look, if you haven't been out to the Golf Club of Texas lately, you haven't been out there. It has changed. And in fact, changes every day for the better. New golf cart paths going in out there. They've got new grass going in all over the place. The greens are in fabulous shape. It looks like a country club, but it's not a country club. It's open to the public 7 days a week. And the Golf Club of Texas offers some of the best course conditions in town with the friendliest staff. And let me tell you about the food, because it is absolutely fantastic. They've got a great family-friendly restaurant called the 10 Cup. Even if you're not a golfer, you can take the family out there or hang out with your buddies. It is the best sit-down restaurant in that part of San Antonio, and it's not going to break the bank to take the family out to eat. Golf Club of Texas, it's there at Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. Whether you want to go out there for dinner at the Tin Cup or round with your buddies or have your next tournament out there, go check them out. Best rates always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
Happy birthday, America! Mr. W. Fireworks has been your family-owned and operated fireworks provider since 1963. We are proud to guarantee the lowest prices on fireworks around. And the biggest selection, too. That's right. Here at Mr. W. Fireworks, we have the lowest prices on fireworks in the area and with the biggest selection to choose from. At Mr. W. Fireworks, we have been doing this a long time. We never charge any hidden fees, and we pass our savings down to the customer. Find our location near you at MrWFireworks.com.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The wait is over. Dell Technologies Black Friday and July deals are live. Check out incredible savings on select laptops and more, like the XPS 15, powered by Intel Core processors. The XPS 15 brings you the perfect balance of power and portability, plus stellar visuals and immersive sound. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Don't miss out on Black Friday and July savings at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Summer. What's not to love? Well, maybe not the scorching temperatures. Every day can't be 75 degrees with a breeze. So I went to Kohl's and stocked up on looks that'll keep me and my husband cool all season long. I got 20% off already great prices on linen dresses, cute jumpsuits, and comfy polos. Plus, I saved $15 because I spent over $75. And I earned Kohl's cash. So bring on the summer heat. We're ready to weather it in style. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end July 7th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Testosterone levels in men can start to decrease as early as 30 years old, and long-term health risks can be extremely damaging to your body. Rock's Discount Vitamins carries a variety of natural testosterone boosters that can immediately provide you with more energy, increase libido, increase metabolism, and improve your mood. Rock's Discount Vitamins natural testosterone boosters can even help you build muscle and lose weight faster. With 11 San Antonio locations, visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com. Thanking God and South Texas for all the support.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 22nd and 23rd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com.
Tomorrow morning at 6, let AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson drive you to work. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Not our normal rejoin music. I wasn't sure what was going on there. What the hell is that, James Pledger?
Well, it's different.
What do you call this music?
BM Rock Kim, hip hop.
This is
little hip hop.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, let me figure out. Dad rock versus emo.
Emu?
Yeah.
Emu.
EMO.
That's emo.
Emo. That's what I said.
You said emu.
Well, same thing. Emo.
Now, emo is like different. Yeah.
I would
punkish.
say,
I would say,
almost say like Pierce the Veil would be borderline emo music, right?
No, Pierce the Veil is considered emo, as is Blink.
Okay.
Green Day.
Dad rock.
Nickelback.
Okay.
How do you determine?
Well, everything's got a genre.
Well, I guess that's why I didn't know what yacht rock was.
Well, there's a deal called divorced dad rock, and that's kind of created in the last year, that genre. There's a deal going on tonight that a friend of mine wants us to go to. Dad rock versus emo. It sounds fun or not.
Sounds fun.
I'm not really sure. What I would like to know, and I don't know the answer to this, and if I end up down on St. Mary's Street tonight for this, since we're off tomorrow, it's possible. But do we have bands that are playing dad rock versus emo, or is it a DJ that's just doing it? See, that's what I don't know. I'd like if it were a battle of the bands kind of thing, I think that'd be pretty badass. Either way, it sounds like a fun time, I think.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a blast.
All I know is if I go to that, I got to wear Hey Dudes. That's the only way that works, right?
Whether you don't want to wear your Skechers.
I don't own Skechers,
So
sir.
if you're your dad rock, I mean that'd be your genre.
Well, no, those would be Air Dads. I'd have to pull out the white New Balance, or maybe even the Nike ones that are good for grilling,
right?
I think the Hey Dudes have made the transition into dad rock. So
are they? So I should wear Hey Dudes.
You'd be okay in Hey Dudes.
Hey Dudes.
They're comfortable. I like my Hey Dudes.
Oh, I like Hey Dudes.
Do you like Hey Dudes?
I do. Got three pair of those things.
Three.
Wow. How about that?
I got two. Creed, Nickelback, Three Doors Down, Dad Rock. Be down with that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
But is it what I'd really like to find out is this thing tonight? Are there live bands playing, or is it a DJ that's doing this?
Well, maybe you should call and ask the guy that invited us.
Well, I did, and he's not sure. He's not sure.
He's not sure.
He's not sure.
I'm thinking it's probably not.
You think it's just a DJ?
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I could be wrong. By the way, Jason, because it is our job, France is up 58-31 over Turkey.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
They're in the third quarter, it looks like.
Okay. Wemby playing well?
I don't see a big 7'4" dude on the floor right now. So,
okay. All right. Jared has a good idea on YouTube. Pledge, are you paying attention? Jared has a good idea. In honor of the 4th of July, we should have caller 1776 to win the missions ticket.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That's a great idea. Great idea.
Pledge hates the fact that I do caller 9.
Yes.
We do have more missions tickets to give away. So if you want to be caller 1776, let's call in the 5 o'clock hour and you might get there.
I wanted to spank his little hiney.
You talking about Jonathan now? For coming up with a bad idea?
On Twitter, Ray T. Arena is asking a logical question.
Okay.
If France plays USA, or when they play, who are you rooting for?
USA.
You would not root for Wemby?
No.
Or Boris Diaw?
No.
Wow.
Just like I didn't root for Manu or for Tony.
Well, I did root for Manu because they had a hell of a team.
When they won the gold?
Yes.
Well, I mean, once Team USA was out, sure.
Well, I think Team USA pretty much sucked at that point.
They did, but it's Team USA.
Wow. You're going to get a lot of hate mail for that, Jason.
Well, 4050 Eisenhower Road,
Spurs
78218. It wouldn't be the first
Twitter
time.
is going to come after you, buddy.
Again, Team USA. I'm not going to buy a Wemby France national team jersey.
Why not?
Because I'm Team USA. when it comes to the Olympics.
All right.
Would I hope for Wemby to get through the Olympics unhurt? That's my goal for Wemby. Will I watch Team France? And when they're not playing the United States, sure, I'll root for them. But I'm rooting more for health than I am anything else during the Olympics.
You know, for a guy that was all on board for him winning Defensive Player of the Year, you don't want him to have a gold medal. Why do you hate Wemby, Jason?
Well, first off, I was all on board for him winning Rookie of the Year. And he should have been considered for Defensive Player of the Year,
second.
Not discounted just because he was a rookie, Mr. Reinagel.
He was second.
Yeah, he was. We all know that, but you didn't think he should qualify at all because he's a rookie.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
What I said was
here we go.
A rookie had never won that award before, so he wasn't going to win it because the curmudgeons that vote on that stuff are not going to change their tune. So I knew he wasn't going to win it.
Yep.
So I'm just a truth teller, Minix. That's it.
Your truth.
I'm a truth teller.
Your truth.
Here we go. I can't believe you don't want Wemby to win a gold medal. I really, that surprises me.
I don't want him to win a gold medal.
Wow.
I don't want him to win a gold medal. He can win a silver medal.
You got this on tape, Pledge?
I'll ask you the same question. When Wemby is playing the United States, who are you rooting for?
Wemby.
So you hate America?
No, I love America. But I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, Jason, first and foremost. And Wemby that's my 7'4" guy.
What other teams does San Antonio have being represented in this Olympics?
That's a good question.
Australia?
You going to root for them?
Australia? No.
I can't believe you hate America, Joe Reinagel. I can't believe you're hoping Team USA loses in the Olympics.
I'm not hoping for anything. I don't think France is good enough to beat the United States.
You're already getting called Trader Joe on our YouTube channel. That didn't take long.
Wow.
It's not a hard question. Of course, it's Team USA.
Okay, all right. I just,
Who do you think Pop is rooting for? Wemby to win a gold medal or Team USA?
Wemby.
Really?
Sure.
Poland? I mean, San Antonio Spurs, Jeremy Sohan.
Oh, Sohan. No.
No? No, it's Team USA. It's not even a question. It really isn't.
Poor Wemby.
Wow.
Everybody's rooting against him now.
Yes, we are.
Wow.
Yes, we are. You know why, sir? We root for laundry. And right now, he's not wearing our jersey.
Well, the poor guy this may devastate him.
I think he'll be okay.
I don't know.
Because in October, he'll be back in our jersey, and I'll be rooting for Wemby again. But for the Olympics, national team stuff, just don't get hurt, my friend.
Hopefully alongside Lauri Markkanen.
Just don't get hurt, my friend.
I hope that he's there with him, which it is awfully quiet on that front.
Yeah, let's talk about that coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
First and foremost, though, I want to talk to you about my great friends at Parkhurst New Vision. I can say that because, well, that's how they treat me over there, and they're all very nice and just as good as can be. Dr. Parkhurst and his staff are the best in the business. I had lens replacement surgery about a year ago, a little over a year ago now, and my eyesight is just fantastic. No more readers, no more glasses, none of that kind of stuff. And I love opening up social media and hearing all about the happy patients that have been to Parkhurst New Vision. Saw another one just this morning when I opened up Instagram, and there was a testimonial right there. Look, you can join that community of happy patients. All you have to do is take the first step. 210-585-2020. That's the number for Parkhurst New Vision. You can also check them out online at sanantoniolasik.com. When you give them a call, you set up that initial consultation. Let them know that Joe Reinagel from The Blitz sent you over there. Will you do that? And then ask all your questions. They'll walk you through the process, how they're going to proceed, and you are going to feel comfortable after you leave there with your appointment ready to go. Give Parkhurst New Vision a call. Get rid of those readers. Get rid of the glasses. 210-585-2020.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. 4 days of glory pass to the Spurs. Got a finished power forward. We'll talk about it.
And does Rob have all his fingers after a weekend of boozing with fireworks? Party starts at 6. We'll find out then. Morning Huddle, 94.1.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And all it takes is a few clicks. We make buying metal online easy, so you can spend less time shopping and more time getting things done. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Place an order online today at metalsupermarkets.com.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture with daily use.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can check if you're paying too much for home insurance, because giving you options is the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, like bringing brownies to a dinner party. But I never bring brownies with nuts, because not everyone likes nuts, so they wouldn't eat those brownies. And even people who do like nuts will still eat brownies without them. Why? Because they're brownies.
But still, it's the right thing to do. So compare rates with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
What's up? I'm Miles.
Hey, and I'm Jara.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich is how the flavors come together. First, I taste the smoky grilled chicken, then the pepper bacon with that maple bun, added with the sweet heat and the pickles.
I'm really sold on the pickle. It meets you in the middle with the sweetness and the heat.
It's spice-tastic.
Yum-licious.
Flavoristic.
The sandwich of the summer. The Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich.
Order the Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Have you gotten your hands on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB yet? Southern Recipe small batch offers big, bold flavors like hot honey, spicy dill, and sea salt and cracked black pepper. Bonus, you're going to love the low-carb, high-protein crunch. Turn snack time from ordinary to extraordinary with flavorful pork rinds. Pick up your favorite flavors of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB today.
This is Andrew Monaco, and the Aggies play here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 as San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Ryan Engel. I'm Jason Minix. We want you to have a great 4th of July holiday. Keep all your digits and then come out to Vegas with us. You can't blow off your slot machine digits.
No, you can't do that.
No, that would be bad. Join the Blitz in Vegas for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest weekend, August 22nd through the 25th. Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere, and then, of course, hang out with the Blitz. Me and Joe, when we're out in Vegas, discounted rooms and more details available online at sasportstar.com. Now, if you're going to Vegas, say this weekend for the long, you can now. Anytime between now and I think it's the first week of September, you can get in those contests, get signed up. We'd like you to join us in late August, but if you're going to Vegas between now and then and you want to play Circa Survivor or Circa Million, sign up in Nevada while you're out there. Go by and see our friends there at Circa Las Vegas.
Best thing about that is you sign up in Vegas.
Yep.
And you can play from anywhere.
Yep.
So you can come back here to San Antonio and you can play each and every week. And that's what makes it fun.
Absolutely. So it's gotten awful quiet on the trade front with Lauri Markkanen.
Yep.
Golden State seems to be doing business as they are not going to add, but they're still doing business. Now, they have more business to do than, say, I don't know, I would say the Spurs, but I feel like the Spurs have business to do. Everybody that's at work right now is just looking at the clock saying, all right, what time do I get the hell out of here? You look around this radio station, and I'm surprised the big boss is here. And outside of that, it's a ghost town around here.
Yes.
And you know it's a ghost town at a radio station when there is food left in the break room that's a free-for-all, and the food is still there at 3:40 in the afternoon. Now, I don't know who the hell brought in tuna sandwiches and just left them in the break room.
You think that's a trap?
Oh, well, it might be. Greg Martin brought in tuna sandwiches.
Wow. That's nice of him.
It is. Well, it's nice anytime somebody brings in food. And they look like they were tuna sandwiches made at home, cutting diagonals. I mean, good stuff, and just brought them in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tuna. I don't know how long they should be sitting out there, but the fact that, like, James Pledger hasn't devoured all of them.
I could go for a tuna sandwich.
Could you?
Sure.
I mean, how many times you walked by him? Did you grab one?
Well, I didn't know if they were somebody's because
it's not. It's on a break room table. That's a free for all. That's not like
that's kind of like the Frostbank Center parking lot, right? Where we can steal wheelchairs and cars
and tuna sandwiches.
And tuna sandwiches,
not cars. If you find a random wheelchair or a random tuna sandwich, it's yours. Yes.
Well, I didn't know who made it. I don't know what's in it. I mean, all of these questions.
It's tuna.
And there's some guys working outside. I think maybe it's theirs. I don't want to just dig in. See, and Minix,
So now that you know it's free for all tuna, you go grab one?
I may just do that in the next break.
How many tuna sandwiches have you had today?
I don't like tuna.
Of course not.
Why do you think they're still there?
Exactly.
There might be an onion in that. There should be an onion in that.
There should be.
Pledge doesn't eat onions.
Do you like celery in your tuna?
If I'm making it, it probably won't have celery, but if it's in there, I'm not going to be mad about it.
See, I like celery in there. I also like, a little dill pickle.
Sure.
In there.
Well, I think that's a requirement.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, my wife makes it with both dill and sweet pickles.
Okay.
Combo.
Sure.
It's really
I
good.
got no problem with that.
It's good stuff.
Celery?
She doesn't put celery in there.
Oh, you do?
I do.
You just want the extra crunch?
Well, I think it tastes good.
Well, there's no flavor at that point.
It goes well together.
You just get crunch.
What? Do you like a little crunch?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Coming from a guy who puts ketchup on his chicken fried steak. That's funny.
First of all, I don't put chicken or that on my chicken fried steak. I put ketchup in a pile next to my chicken fried steak.
Here we go.
And then here we go. There's gravy on the chicken fried steak. I cut a piece and I take the chicken fried steak with the gravy on top, dip it in said ketchup, and then eat it, and it's delicious. Just to clear that up, I don't put ketchup on my chicken fried steak. I dip the chicken fried steak into the ketchup. It's a difference.
Let's be honest, though. Dip, or you take it, your fork, you cut the nice piece, and then you drown that wonderful chicken fried steak with the wonderful gravy into that what'd you call it, pile of ketchup.
Yes.
Because we all pile up our ketchup.
Of course you do.
I mean, it's not a dip or a dollop. I mean, you drown that thing.
Well, yeah, yes.
So basically, I mean, you could easily just take ketchup, pour the bottle over your chicken fried steak, and then smear it in with the gravy. It's the
more
same
fun
thing.
to do it that way. It's just more fun.
No, it's just, if you did it the other way, it would just look too gross to eat.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Yeah, it would.
No. Look, it's hard to teach you guys what good food is. It really is difficult.
Yeah. Your definition of good in that example does not go well together.
I want to know, and I've got to ask
it
on our YouTube page.
Uh-oh.
Do I say celery different or weird? Some dude says I say it weird.
Celery?
Celery. Is it celery or celery? It's kind of like cement or cement.
Commando or Comanche.
Exactly. See, as long as I know what I'm talking about, it really doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, that's what you often
I know when I
say.
go Comanche what that means. Goodness gracious. Feels like a holiday, doesn't it?
It is a holiday.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell?
Yes.
Benny says, Joe, just stop. Yes.
Well, Benny, have you ever tried chicken fried steak with ketchup? Until you've tried it, you can't knock it.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
That girl is getting famous.
She's already famous. Her clock is ticking, though.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's trying to make the most of it. You see,
Well-
all decked out in the real short shorts, and she got Pledge drooling over here, probably with about 1 million other guys.
Yeah, including you.
Yeah. Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a cutie. She's a little young for me.
A little young for you. She's
A little
21.
young for Pledge.
I mean, yeah,
Kidding
she's
me?
21. I mean, she's a little too old for Bill Belichick, but for the rest of us, she's a little too young.
Hey, props to Bill Belichick. I don't know why everybody's mad at Bill Belichick.
Nobody's mad at Bill Belichick.
Everybody's-
Nobody.
We're all jealous.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
Nobody is mad at Bill Belichick.
You go, Bill.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I mean,
I must have a hell of a personality behind the scenes.
well, he's got a hell of a bank account.
Well, that too.
Yes.
But you got to have some other things too. Luckily, there's some good prescriptions for that.
I will go back to, and I don't know Bill Belichick. You don't know Bill Belichick. Nobody listening probably knows Bill Belichick. So we have no idea, except for what you see on TV isn't how he normally is.
Right.
I think we all can agree with that. I could say that about Jason Garrett, who I do know well. And Jason Garrett on the podium is a different guy than Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
It's out there. But you talk about other things. I will go back to something that Cliff Kingsbury said on this radio station years ago when he was dating Jessica Simpson. At some point, you have to have a conversation. When I asked Cliff straight up, how did you mess that up and let her go? His response, he just deadpanned and said, at some point, you have to have a conversation.
Well, and
at some
I get
point,
that.
20-whatever-year-old with Bill Belichick, at some point.
But haven't they been together for like 2 years?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I'm sure they've conversed about something.
Get off your phone.
Well, no, it's like,
make me a sandwich.
Yeah, the Bill Belichick podium talk. He probably just goes to bed after that. She's used to it. Falls asleep.
You don't
No
see him
conversation.
as a cuddler?
No, I don't. I don't see him as a cuddler.
That's gross. So, Lori Marketing. The fact that it's gotten quiet.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad for the Spurs?
You know, I don't think it sucks, quite frankly. But I think there's a lot involved there. Obviously, Utah is going to, if they're going to trade him at all, they're going to ask for the moon. So the Spurs have to decide if that price, are they willing to pay that price? Or are they negotiating, saying, well, no, that's a little too much, but we'll give you this. And Utah got to come back. So I'm hoping they're negotiating. I'm hoping that it's on the radar, so to speak, because I would really like to see that happen. And you talk about just accelerating a rebuild, getting a guy like that to play alongside Victor Wembanyama. I mean, you're talking the Spurs are relevant again next year.
And that I wouldn't classify as skipping steps.
No.
You know, that's a very direct step in where we want to go without messing up 2025.
The magical year.
Well, I mean,
the magical year of 2025.
That's what they're shooting for. That's what they've told us. And by all indications, that's what they're doing. Can they get Lauri Markkanen without screwing up their 2025 plans? That's the biggest question. Or is Lauri Markkanen worth adjusting the 2025 plan? I don't anticipate the Spurs grossly overpaying. And I say grossly because I do think they are going to have to overpay just because we know Danny Ainge isn't going to take anything less than what he sees as the top value, right?
The Mikal Bridges thing, I think, is what the rumor is that he wants. The Knicks gave up 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, and there's a pick swap in
yeah,
there.
and a pick swap.
But then you go and you look at what Atlanta gave or got for DeJounte Murray. And so trying to figure out what the true market is this offseason, you got 2 comps that aren't comparable. So do you go somewhere in the middle? Is 3 the magic number, which I think I'd be fine with depending on what 3 they are. And I say that because I don't know that the Spurs want to give up Atlanta's number 1 next year because it's unprotected.
Well, sure. I don't think they do either.
And if you're Danny Ainge, that's the only one you really care about.
Right.
Right. So can they come to some kind of an agreement? If all the reports are accurate, and who the hell knows if they are, but if they are, it's between the Spurs and the Warriors, and who's going to get the deal done with Danny Ainge in Utah. The Spurs have a lot more to work with than the Golden State Warriors. So there's no way, and I said this yesterday, that the Spurs should lose this deal to Golden State.
If they want it, they won't lose it. I mean, they won't. Because, look, Golden State, I don't care what Danny Ainge wants. Golden State's not going to be able to do that by themselves.
No.
And it could be that instead of a one-on-one, there could be other teams involved. And you just never know how these things work out. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 teams involved, and you swap and you do all kinds of stuff. So who knows what's going to happen there. But I just think, look, at 27 years old, he can grow with Wemby. He can grow with Wemby and grow with his team. And I just think to me, it is a move that you have an opportunity to make perhaps now. I don't see that passing up. You don't want to wait until he's a free agent, because then everybody's after him.
Sure.
And then the price could go through the roof.
And that's the other part of it too. Is Lauri Markkanen willing to sign a long-term contract with San Antonio?
He'd have to.
Well, he would have to for the Spurs to do the deal. But if they don't get a deal done, what was the roadblock? What was the deal killer? Was it the number of picks, the protections, or the Devin Vassell or Keldon or whatever player might be involved? Or is it, quite frankly, Lauri Markkanen didn't want to sign an extension in San Antonio? That could be. But kind of like the New York Giants Hard Knocks series that's out right now on HBO, and I haven't seen it, just the clips that are out there. You know, in the trailer, they're talking about what they think it's going to take to get the Burns guy from Carolina. And turns out what they were thinking and what the trade wasn't near as expensive. So if you're the Carolina GM, are you pissed off after watching that, knowing that you could have got a lot more for it? That's what's going to be interesting. If Lauri Markkanen gets dealt, and we see and say it's not San Antonio, and then we're reacting saying, why didn't the Spurs do that? The question I will have then is that because Markkanen didn't want to sign a contract here, or did Brian Wright, was he just too cheap to pull off that deal? That's the part that I'm more curious about right now, and anticipating if he doesn't come here, why? Because if it looks like a deal that the Spurs could have, should have done, we're all going to get pitchforks out and go over there to the front office.
I think so too. Look, I think a guy like Markkanen would love to come here, play for Greg Popovich with Wembanyama. I think it would be a no-brainer. It's just so. And look, the Spurs have had interest in this guy before, and it hadn't worked out for whatever reason. So it will be interesting to see. But I just think if you've got an opportunity to get this guy, you've got to at least make one hell of an effort to get him. And so, yeah, you're right. That is going to be the thing. Once this is all said and done, what was the roadblock, if there is a roadblock, and how can they do better next time?
I'm obviously hopeful that they get that done.
I am too.
And with it being quiet,
they're talking.
Well, that kind of feels like a Spurs deal.
Right?
Right?
It does. It does.
Yesterday, Golden State was the aggressor. Today, there's crickets. And Golden State's, they signed to Kyle Anderson, and they're looking at a buddy, and there's like Golden State's like doing other business, and their business is out there. Typically speaking, Utah keeps things pretty quiet, and the Spurs keep things extremely quiet. So the fact that it's quiet now, I find as a good sign. If there was a lot of noise, or we're hearing about another team involved, and like right now there's There's no flyers out there that, Danny Ainge is or somebody, an agent or whatever, is putting stuff out there trying to get that price up.
It'll be interesting. A lot of pieces, a lot of moving parts before this thing is all said and done.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, heading in to the July 4th holiday weekend. Before you fire up that grill, make sure you get into Tri-County Meat Market. They're two great locations because that great meal starts with great meat, and there's no better place to go than the locally owned Tri-County Meat Market. Full service, they have everything you need to up your grilling game, and they've got some incredible 4th of July specials. 20% off outside skirt steak, 20% off St. Louis style and baby back pork ribs, and 20% off their all beef Angus hot dogs. And you know what else they've done for you over at Tri-County Meat Market? They've taken those great poppers and they put them into a party pack. 2 of each popper pre-packed, grab and go, ready to go, because you can go find your grill, so you don't have to decide, do you want 4 of these, 3 of those? They got the party packs that are just ready for you. Maybe you're thinking fajitas this weekend. Their C's fajitas are incredible. I'm doing some baby back, some St. Louis style ribs. Got their sausage over there, that great wedding sausage that they have. It's going to be a great 4th of July at the party that I'm cooking for. Maybe you want to do a tri-tip picanha brisket, hot dogs. You got to do hot dogs this weekend. Those all beef hot dogs at Tri-County Meat Market, they're the best. Burgers, they've got those. Those brisket burgers are incredible. Tri-County has what you need with the quality you expect, and you could always take advantage of their Pick 5 for $25. And at Tri-County, they always offer a 10% discount for military and first responders. 2 great locations on Ralph Fair Road and on Huebner, or online at tricountymeat.com.
Riding 1604 with the Blitz.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend.
The Blitz will be live at Circa August 22nd and 23rd, and then we're staying for the weekend. Come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com.
Don't miss the Independence Day sale at Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Take advantage of incredible deals like 20% off all used clubs, Orange Dot apparel starting at $29.99, and all closeout shoes and bags get an extra 20% off. Shop in store or online for great Independence Day deals. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Get there.
With a true Vegas feel, the Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio, featuring an upscale environment catering to players from all abilities. From high-octane tournaments or lively cash games, the Big Blind has a game for everyone, including blackjack tournaments. From the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, the Big Blind is locally owned and operated, offering daily cash games to daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. Learn more online at thebigblindsa.com. The Big Blind at 281 and Redland Road.
Do summer projects your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. With free delivery on over 2 million items, you can make the most of summer grilling and dig into gardening. Plus, get same-day delivery on thousands of products like power tools and storage to tackle any last-minute garage project. Summer your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select and stock items by 4 p.m. subject to availability.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-488-1329. That's 800-488-1329.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary. Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Testosterone levels in men can start to decrease as early as 30 years old, and long-term health risks can be extremely damaging to your body. Rock's Discount Vitamins carries a variety of natural testosterone boosters that can immediately provide you with more energy, increased libido, increased metabolism, and improve your mood. Rock's Discount Vitamins natural testosterone boosters can even help you build muscle and lose weight faster. With 11 San Antonio locations, visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com. Thanking God and South Texas for all the support.
Over the past decade, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the UFC fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch a game. The Roo Pub is next to the Angry Elephant and in the same plaza as the Big Blind there at 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, some news coming out of UTSA. The Roadrunners and Colorado State have announced a future home-and-home series for their football programs for 2025 and 2026. Roadrunners will head to Fort Collins, Colorado, September 20th, 2025, and the Colorado State folks will come here in 2026. Houston Astros lost the game last night. They haven't lost many lately. They're in Toronto playing the Blue Jays. They continue that tonight.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
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 I go all day. Y'all want to go all day?
Hump day.
I want me some glory hole.
I hope everybody else is yelling hump day out there. Let's celebrate. It's 4th of July hump.
It's hump day that feels like a Friday. For a lot of you, it is a long holiday weekend because your employer said, you know what, we're off Thursday, take Friday, have a long weekend. Right? A lot of people are doing that.
A lot of people are.
A lot of people.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm working Friday.
You're working Friday.
I'm working Friday in anticipation that the Spurs have a big deal on Friday, and I don't want to be sitting at home going, damn, I wish I were at work reacting.
That's really why you're working Friday. Yeah.
I mean, if JJ Redick can say with a straight face that Bronny has earned it.
Bronny has earned it.
I can say that I'm working because I'm anticipating good things from the Spurs and very excited to come to work on Friday.
Well, and I will tell you, Jason, and I told you this before, if the Spurs do that by some miracle, I will be on for a segment. Or 2.
So we won't hear from y'all until Monday?
Or 3.
Dude, I mean, you don't know, right? It's one of those things. There's a headline in the Express News that, I don't know, the algorithms, whatever, do we not like Bluebell ice cream anymore?
I love Bluebell ice cream. Although I think H-E-B ice cream is just as good, if not better.
Sure. I mean, Bluebell is among lowest quality ice cream when it comes to ingredients, dietitian says.
Wow.
That is a headline on the Express News Twitter account.
Wow.
And there are all kinds of people that are just trashing Bluebell.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a little surprised. Mike Finger from the Express News says being a true Texan means loving the ice cream criminally prosecuted for covering up contamination, and also the hamburger chain owned by Chicago private equity bros. Right? All right. That's fair, and that's
Fair
true.
enough. Yes.
Ben Baby says Bluebell is easily Texas's worst, most loved product. Freezer goods are elite, but the actual ice cream isn't up to snuff.
Wow. I'm shocked.
I am too. And there's all kinds of others that are just like, I mean, all right. I've never had a problem with Bluebell.
I've never had a problem, but they did cover up.
Well, that was that listeria thing. I mean,
right. I just had a little thing, right?
Right.
Now, that wasn't was that that singer that was going around opening ice cream and licking it and then putting the lid back on? And
I don't remember, but that had nothing to do with
that was I think it was Bluebell.
Well, it might have been Bluebell, but it had nothing to do with the listeria.
Well, that's another problem that they had.
Well, because it's like Whataburger. Like we love Whataburger, although we're mad at it because they're not the same.
I have no problem with Whataburger.
I have a problem with one location, and I just don't go to that one because that location always screws up the order. The other locations are just fine. Is it what it was? Probably not.
I don't know.
But it's still Whataburger. Bluebell, I typically buy because you go to H-E-B and you got your options, and I've got no problem with the Creamy Creations. That's good, but like, what's it called? Blue Bunny or whatever?
Blue Bunny.
See, I'm not a fan of Blue Bunny.
I've never tried Blue Bunny, to be totally honest with you.
Their Bunny Tracks is probably my favorite.
Bunny Tracks. What is that? Mint chocolate chip?
No, it's chocolate, peanut butter, and like little pieces of crunchy.
All right.
Like cookie in it.
Pieces of crunchy. That could be anything.
Yeah.
Do they have celery
Like
in there?
cookie.
Right? I don't know. But again, it's, I go to Baskin Robbins. I like their ice cream. There's a variety of ice cream places. I don't know that I have a favorite. Now,
I'm still getting over Blue Bunny here. I didn't know that was a thing. Blue Bunny.
You didn't know that was a thing.
I did not. That's kind of they're copying Blue Bell.
It feels like a
so
knockoff.
now I get Blue Bunny. I just go Blue whatever.
Yes.
Blue Peacock. I can make my own.
Your Blue Ball ice cream, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
For all of you that need it.
Yeah. Good Lord. Blue Bunny is a national brand.
I had no clue.
Ben and Jerry's.
I did not.
Although Ben and Jerry's it's good ice cream.
It's a little pricey though.
Oh, sure, but it's the names and the different flavor combinations. Right? I don't know.
I like H-E-B.
But there is, and I don't know, is it because I've grown up with Bluebell? But I've never noticed, like, boy, Bluebell's just lost it like I do at Whataburger. There are times where, like I've never got a deal of ice cream, and it's not like I eat ice cream enough to, I guess, I would notice it because it's not like I have ice cream daily. But if all of a sudden you're like, boy, this ice cream isn't the same. What have they done there at Bluebell? I don't know that I've had that.
Well, apparently a lot of people that are commenting on this San Antonio Express News story must have noticed something.
Well, again, we're talking about ice cream. So what does it mean? I didn't read the article, of course. Lowest quality ice cream when it comes to ingredients. It's ice cream.
Well, yeah,
do I need high quality, healthier ingredients in ice cream that's not healthy anyway?
We'd have to have a side-by-side comparison.
Okay.
Bluebell and Brand
Blue
X,
Bunny,
Blue
yeah.
Bunny.
Sure.
And we'll see which is more nutritious. Look, I've never looked at it. So if Bluebell has a bunch of words you can't read or pronounce, that's not a good thing.
Okay. Bluebell might be number one in the hearts and tummies of Texans, but it's one of the first in line on an Eat This, Not That dietitian's hit list. Dietitian Lauren Maneker ranked Bluebell the second worst in a list of 12 ice cream brands that use low-quality ingredients.
Wow.
She says many of Bluebell's ice creams contain a plethora of modified ingredients that may have unwanted side effects.
Unwanted side effects? Like running to the bathroom?
Clearly, that could be the only unwanted side effect.
I guess. Wow.
Huh.
Who knew? You know, I haven't had Bluebell in a long time, so I couldn't tell you.
Consumed in high amounts, some of these ingredients can lead to health problems.
Okay, high amounts, define that.
Oh, yeah, and wouldn't that be every ice cream for that matter?
Of course.
Right?
I just go to Dairy Queen.
A lot of them have linked to type 2 diabetes. Hello, San Antonio.
It's ice
right?
cream.
Yeah.
Has sugar.
Well, I'm trying to figure. This article doesn't give a list of the other 12. I want to know who finished dead last on the list.
Well, what's Bluebell? They're number one.
No, they're second to last on
Second
the list
to
of
last.
don't eat.
Okay. Could be Blue Bunny.
It's one of the first in line. It's the second worst in a list of 12. Well, all right, Express News, tell me who's number one. If I want ice cream, I need the good ice cream. Which one is it there?
They don't give you a list.
They don't give me the list.
I'm trying to see. Now, is this some kind of survey?
It also says that, no, it was a survey. It was a study done by a dietitian. I just said that. Are you paying attention?
No, obviously not.
There's a quiz at the end of this. It also says in the article, it might be impossible to consume Bluebell in moderation, but that's the best way to go when it comes to anything with added sugars. Duh. According to the Cleveland Clinic.
Wait, I'm getting this now. Let's see. I've got the entire list.
What would you Google it?
I did.
Well, that's what you have to do because the Express News didn't do that.
Haagen-Dazs white chocolate raspberry truffle is number 12.
That's the
But
worst.
see, this one goes a long way here too. I mean, this is a big list that I've got here. Now, I want to make sure that I've got the correct list.
You don't. I'm going to eat this, not that. I clicked the link that
It
takes
says
you through.
15 unhealthiest ice cream pints on grocery shelves, as is the one I'm looking at.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Number one on the list from the Eat This, Not That is Blue Ribbon Classics.
That's
They're
number one.
Mint chocolate chip.
See, mine is Ben and Jerry's Chubby Hubby.
Oh, my God.
And then Haagen-Dazs Rum Tres Leches. Ben and Jerry's number 3 fish food. Holy cow. Ben and there's Blue Bunny. Who knew? I didn't know there was a Blue Bunny.
Great Value is in that number 11. Something called Nick's is at 10. Breyer's Carb Smart at 9. Oreo's Frozen Dairy Desserts. Good Humor. I don't know.
I had no idea there were this many brands of ice cream.
There's a lot of brands of ice cream.
There sure is. Wow.
Did you remember at the Super Bowl party in Las Vegas, they had that ice cream stand that was set up? Did you get any of that?
I must not have because I don't remember that.
That was the worst freaking ice cream I've
bad,
ever had
huh?
in my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't, and again, it's hard to mess up ice cream.
It really is.
But this was this place in Vegas, and one, it was stupid cold outside. We were at the Las Vegas, not the Speedway, but the F1 track.
Right. Yep.
Center thing.
Yep.
And there was this area at the end with ice cream. And one, their flavor options were, almost said a bad word, crap. But it just tasted bad. Not only did I not like the flavors, but you're sitting there and you take some and you go, oh God, this is awful. It was bad ice cream.
That was
the only time I think that I've ever had a bad ice cream experience.
That was pretty cool. And now that I think back on that, at the F1
what
track,
you remember of that night?
No, I wasn't. I was in good shape that night, buddy.
That's what you call good shape.
Well, sure.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're in Vegas.
Exactly. That was a good night with that ice cream. Everything else about that night was great. I'm just surprised to see so much Bluebell hate. Like, I get the Whataburger hate because now they're owned by something out of Chicago.
Uh-huh. Is Bluebell still in Brenham?
They're still in Brenham.
Yeah.
And I believe still completely owned by Texans.
Wow. I don't know. Maybe, sometimes you have so much success, you get a little lax.
Well, I mean, you got to keep up with production.
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
I mean, they eat all they want and sell the rest.
That's it.
I mean, so they eat a lot, so they got to sell a lot. I mean, I don't know.
I haven't seen a Bluebell commercial in a long time. Speaking of that.
Really?
Have you?
Come to think of it.
No.
I'm sure they're still out there.
Well, I guess.
Yes.
But you just said that, and that was a great commercial, and
It
I haven't
was.
seen it in a while.
Exactly.
Huh.
Because you
Used
don't
to
watch
show the
regular
cow
TV
and
anymore.
the nice farm. And
So who's your guys' favorite ice cream? What brands out there should we know about?
Yeah.
At Joe Reinagle 210, at Jason Minix.
Huh. Yeah, I kind of like to know. Now, Joshua Jimenez on our YouTube channel, and this is me. I don't know how healthy it is, but Dairy Queen ice cream's the best. It's absolutely the best.
Dairy Queen, yeah. They've got Dairy Queen, depends on what you're going for. Because I still like Baskin Robbins and the variety that you can get there.
It depends, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on where you're going. Like, are you just going to Dairy Queen for
tacos
an
and
ice cream cone? Or are you getting a Blizzard? Or are you getting a banana
Blizzards are
split? You know, like a banana split at Baskin Robbins is hard to beat.
I haven't had a banana split.
What do they call it? The Banana Royale.
20 years.
Yeah, really?
It's been a long time since I had a banana split.
Really?
It really has.
Wow.
Huh. I have to do that.
When was the last time you had a root beer float?
You know, well, probably sooner than I've had a banana split. Root beer floats are awesome. I used to have those as a kid all the time.
I had a root beer float last night.
Is that right?
Well, some lady that works, my wife's job, they bring stuff all the time, and they brought everything but the ice cream for root beer floats for 4th of July. And my wife said, "Oh, that's a great idea, Jim." And she stopped and got ice cream on the way home, and we had root beer floats for dessert last night.
Fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No side effects whatsoever.
None.
Wow. And it was Bluebell ice cream.
Bluebell.
Root beer floats, not Fireball floats or whatever you make?
No, I had root beer floats. Otherwise, I'd have said I had a Fireball float pledge.
Now, do you have a Fireball float?
No, but a lot of times if there's just like vanilla ice cream and nothing else,
you put Fireball in.
Yeah, take some Fireball and put it over a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and that's fantastic.
You notice that in convenience stores they sell Fireball, but I guess the alcohol's not as high.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Fireball has figured out a way to get in everywhere and get your money.
Apparently so. The first time I saw that, I'm going, well, how the hell do they do that?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody told me.
Are you going to tell us how?
Well, there's not as much alcohol.
Yeah. There you go.
So it's like beer, alcohol, or wine that they can sell at a convenience store. If you go to a liquor store and buy,
it's the real stuff.
It's the real.
There's Fireball stuff available at HEB.
Well,
you can get that with your Blue Bunny Creamy Creations.
You can.
Bluebell.
That vanilla ice cream with some Fireball on it. It's pretty tasty.
It's good. Try it if you haven't.
I haven't, but it sounds good.
You know, if your kid won't stop crying, send them to bed.
Right there. I agree with that.
LeBron James does not give the Lakers a discount after all. Let's talk about it coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'll tell you what, one of the best things about coming home from vacation was having my new Connecticut quality water softener in my house. Yeah, they installed it when we were gone. And I tell you, I already see a difference in the quality of water, the softness of the water, everything. It's amazing to me how you can tell the difference just like that. Connecticut is absolutely the best in the business. They've been serving San Antonio for over 50 years. All their products are made in America. And you live in San Antonio, South Texas for any amount of time, a water softener is really a necessity because we have such hard water here and it can do damage to everything. So you want the best. I mean, absolutely the best. And I tell you, Connecticut is. You don't plug it in. It only works when you need water. So there's no electricity and you're not going to go up on your electric bill. There's none of those electric boards that are ever going to go out or any expensive electrical components to repair or replace. It is fantastic. You get soft water available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also got one of those fancy little faucets on the sink that gives you that purified water that comes out of there. The coffee tastes better. Everything tastes better. Connecticut is the best. And right now, the folks at Connecticut Quality Water Softeners are going to let you try a water softener in your house for 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. Hear me again. 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. All you have to do is give them a call. 656-PURE. That's 656-7873. You can also get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. You know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
94.1 FM, San Antonio Sports Star.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
George gets justice. In life's most challenging moments, getting the right help matters most if you've been injured. Get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. With a track record of success and a dedication to their clients, George gets justice. George Salinas Injury Lawyers is not just a law firm. They're your support system. Get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine is excited to announce a partnership that is revolutionizing access to care for orthopedic patients. The HURT app provides free 24/7 access to orthopedic expertise. HURT is the app to have before you need it. Don't wait for an injury to happen. Download HURT now for free, fast virtual access to orthopedic specialists. The HURT app is available online in the App Store and Google Play. Learn more about the HURT app and the OrthoNow Injury Clinic at TSAOG.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you listening on 94.1. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. You can comment there. Some of the comments are always entertaining.
Always entertaining.
Eloy's at HEB right now listening. He's going to check ingredients on the Fireball available there.
Is he really?
Yep. And then one dude says, Joe, stop singing. Joe, a.k.a. Barney, come on, let's all sing along. Fred says Joe has another career after retirement, the jingle singer. And
I agree with that.
Josh Jimenez says, I hope Connecticut paid extra to get Joe Reinagel, a.k.a. the voice of an angel, to sing
Josh.
their jingle.
Thank you, Josh. You know, Joshua can spot real talent.
Well, he discovered C.J. Stroud just like you discovered Jake Ferguson.
See? Exactly. Exactly right. But don't forget Brandon Aubrey, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your hit list is incredible. I mean, he's got C.J. Stroud.
Oh, well.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, I can't discover everybody.
He's got a future Hall of Fame quarterback, and you got a kicker.
And a future Hall of Fame tight end.
And apparently he's going to give his kid a little Fireball and vanilla ice cream tonight.
Really?
That's on you, not me.
Hey, it's a holiday.
Although,
right? Off tomorrow. Kid goes to bed.
That's a way to keep them calm when the
Gets with
fireworks are
mama.
going off.
Well, not tonight.
Might work
Well,
for your poodle as well. It's San Antonio. There's going to be fireworks
it
tonight.
always is.
I mean, I
dude.
saw where they set up the hotline again. Like it hadn't worked ever. Why do they keep manning that thing?
I have no idea why they do that, but yeah, it's kind of nice. You go outside and you see your own fireworks show.
Well, that's it.
Pretty cool thing.
It's always cool when you see the videos from like downtown.
Yeah.
With the fireworks all over the city.
Especially on New Year's Eve, because it
Yeah.
all just, at one time. I'm from a small town, as you are. The fireworks, that was just something you did.
Well, yeah.
I mean, nobody gave a damn.
Now you got to deal with your HOA.
I know. Exactly.
And the cops might come.
They might.
It's part of it. And everybody's going to take videos of fireworks tomorrow night and post them on your story. We're all going to watch everybody's firework videos.
Of course.
Every single video you take, we're all watching every one of them.
Of course we are.
Yes. Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Good neighbors. I'm in too good of a mood to make your head explode.
No, you're not.
Okay, you're right.
You're never in too good a mood for that.
Well, I just don't want to ruin your mood.
Well, I'm in a great mood. It's not going to matter.
Well, I mean, you and 4 others are still really upset about Chris Paul coming to San Antonio.
No. Not upset.
Upset.
I didn't understand the move. I still don't completely understand the mood. Now I get where everybody's mentor this and mentor that. And apparently by just having Chris Paul on your team for a year, championship, baby.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. He has proven he can't win a championship.
Well, he can't. It's after he leaves.
Yeah, well, but he's going to educate.
Oh, sure.
I mean, did you hear what Kendrick Perkins said about Chris Paul coming to San Antonio?
I have not.
Listen to this.
But what player do you think that moved this offseason is going to have the biggest impact on their new squad?
I'm going to go with CP3. And we're talking about, having an impact, not just on Victor Wembanyama, but the rest of those young players in that locker room and taking a lot of pressure off of Greg Popovich. And look, I said that the Spurs are going to be in the play-in tournament, and I believe that, right? Just imagine what Victor Wembanyama is going to learn from Chris Paul, arguably one of the greatest point guards to ever touch the damn basketball floor. So I'm looking at CP3, not only what he could bring on the court, but what he's going to bring off the court, and how much of a benefit he's going to be to Greg Popovich.
He may very well be. Now, I wonder if Kendrick's going to have to get used to not calling him CP3 because, Keldon Johnson
today,
he ain't giving up that number 3.
He's still here today.
Although he can wear it in Utah when he's traded for Lauri Markkanen.
It's possible. And then Perk would say Lauri Markkanen could have the biggest impact.
Look, Chris Paul, I have a great deal of respect for Chris Paul. I do. Great deal of respect. Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game. I just want to see somebody like a Lauri Markkanen who can come and grow with this team. And you talk about educating the young guys. If there is a trade for a guy like Lauri Markkanen, for example, a couple of those young guys may be out. I think Stephon Castle will benefit the most from a Chris Paul. To me, if there's anybody that is going to benefit from a Chris Paul, I think it is Stephon Castle. Wemby's going to benefit because he's actually going to get the basketball.
Yes.
When Chris Paul's on the floor, which lately hasn't been a whole hell of a lot.
No, although there are some suggesting he's going to come in and be the starter at the beginning of the year, which wouldn't surprise me until Castle is ready to take over. But one of the things when you think about Chris Paul and his ability to teach, Draymond Green on his podcast talked about Chris Paul leaving and what it means for San Antonio.
Pairing CP with Wemby to teach that young fella the way. CP, one of the greatest vets I've ever been around. And I just spent a year around him as a vet myself. And he was a vet to me. And so that's going to be great for Wemby. And the young fella Castle, because CP going to teach the young fella Castle all the things that he needed to know about the point guard position. And he also going to tell him what he's not very good at and what he need to learn in a very elegant way, in a very constructive way. But he's going to tell that kid what he good at and what he not good at and what he need to learn and how he need to see things. And that is a genius move by the Spurs, man. Wow, that's a genius. But then for CP, like, you get the opportunity also to in year 20, I think this is about to be for C, opportunity to go lead the next young face star in the NBA. That's a great opportunity too. He get a chance to, in a sense, kind of go help mold him. And like, what an honor. Because you only get that if you've been as great as CP has and as respected as CP is. That's the only way you get that opportunity. CP is a very strong personality, always has been, super strong personality. For them to feel comfortable bringing you in there, knowing how strong that personality is, they feel good about what you're going to bring to that kid. That's special. That's extremely special. So I'm happy for C because that's a great opportunity to go help mold that young fella. Who knows where it can go? Because young fella's special. Wemby is special. So who knows where it goes? But, man, that's great. But I'm sad to see C leave.
You know, it's amazing because probably Wemby wouldn't be anything. According to Draymond Green,
good Lord,
Wemby wouldn't be anything unless the Spurs' genius move of bringing in CP3 happened.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, my goodness, thank God.
That's what you took out of all of that?
Well, that's what he said.
He
even called him old. He said, hey, he was a vet when I came here.
I mean, but what I like about what Draymond Green said, if you peel back the layers of that onion, and regardless of what you think of Draymond Green, the strong personality in an elegant way, which that's code word for, but what you're doing well and what you're not doing well. And I do think we probably haven't put enough conversation into. We all know Chris Paul's history, right? We know he's had a reputation of not necessarily being a great teammate early in his career, but that has changed as he's gotten older. But the Spurs are bringing this guy in for a reason, right? And some of that is it to help be a buffer between Pop and a Castle? Is it to be a buffer between, even though he knows Wemby, but what can we take that CP3 is willing to offer? Because clearly he's willing to offer it to come here on that 1-year deal. Just to hear that from Draymond Green, who you wonder how much does a guy like Draymond care that a veteran guy's coming in to be a role player, regardless of what your name is. For him to say that, I think that peeled back the onion a little bit and just listen to what he's saying and not think about, well, it's Draymond. That's pretty high praise coming from Draymond Green.
Well, look, it's high praise and it's respect for CP3. It's respect, and everybody has that for him. My issue with the deal and why I didn't understand it, and look, everybody seems to think that Chris Paul is just going to turn this entire program around.
Nobody has said that.
That's exactly what they said.
Nobody has said that.
That's exactly what he just said. That's exactly what Draymond Green said.
He's going to help mold the guy.
He's mold him for what? The guy's been playing basketball for how long?
Sure.
And you're going to mold him into what?
You're just nuances of the game that he's getting from Manu, he's getting from Timmy, he's getting from Tony, he's getting from others, and now you got another guy with 20 years experience that can offer some things up.
I just don't understand the move because he's here for 1 year.
1 year, $11 million.
And then he's gone.
Yeah. Or maybe he's on the staff. Maybe he's not gone.
To me, it doesn't make any sense. And it won't make any sense. I'm obviously in the minority here. So, look, I just think that you need somebody that you can grow with. Veteran leadership, yes, but not this guy. If this was 5 years ago, and you're signing Chris Paul to a 3-year contract, man, I'm all in. But to come in for 1 year, what can he possibly do in 1 year? Honestly, that a guy, say a Tony Parker working with a Stephon Castle. Tony Parker used to school CP3, if I remember correctly.
Well, he did, but
I'm just saying.
Tony Parker's traveling the world running a business empire. He's not on the staff here like Manu is or like Tim is.
Well, Manu Ginobili, there's another one. that I think can show
there is a
those
different,
guys
there is a difference of
nuances
having
the
a
game.
guy in the locker room, a teammate, the film study, and teammate time versus coaching time that you're going to be able to learn from. And I think that is the role Chris Paul is going to have.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Sure.
Because look, Victor Wembanyama is going to be great whether Chris Paul is here or not.
This is true.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with anything. Chris Paul, when he's on the floor, and if he plays 24 minutes a game, I'll be happy. I'm not sure he plays that many. I'm not sure how many games he plays when it comes to that. Guy's missed 65 games over the last 3 years. 65 games over the last 3 years.
About average for most NBA guys.
That's a lot of games.
Well, I mean, 65 out of 82.
What do you expect to honestly get out of Chris Paul on the floor?
On the floor, 6, 7, 8 assists a game, if not more. He's not here to score, man. Lob City to Wemby.
Well,
get him the ball,
dude. If you just concentrated, anybody can do that.
Well,
we said it all last year. All you got to do is throw that thing up.
But we didn't. And maybe he helps teach that to Castle. Maybe he helps teach that to Trey Jones.
If they need Chris Paul to come in here and teach them that they need to get the ball to Victor Wembanyama, then those guys don't know basketball.
Well,
I mean, seriously.
I mean, the early part of the year last year, weren't we bitching about Devin Vassell not getting Wemby the ball?
Well, Devin Vassell's not the point guard. Jeremy Sohan was.
Well, and that's a problem too, but there were times Devin was taking shots and Wemby was wide open.
Absolutely, and I get that. I understand. But that changed, didn't it? It changed. And without Chris Paul here, wow, Devin Vassell got it, and Chris Paul was nowhere in sight.
1 year, $11 million.
I just think it's fascinating to me that everybody thinks because Chris Paul is coming in here, this team is just going to elevate to heights that we've never seen before.
That's so overly dramatic and
it's
not what anybody is saying. It's a 1 year deal for a vet player, a veteran player. Now he's too veteran because he's so old, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, what do you want a vet player to do?
I'm saying, well, I'd like a vet player to come in here and grow with this team. A 27-year-old Markkanen, a Darius Garland, somebody that can come in here that's got experience that can grow with this team. A 1 year guy, to me, it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. And I love this. Can I just say this?
Here we go.
Gary Allen, I'm the most negative man in the radio world. Because why, Gary? Because I don't agree with you? That's what drives me insane. If I don't agree with you, well, I'm negative.
Yeah.
I'm horrible. Sorry, Gary.
Yeah, I know I didn't want to bring that one up.
No, man, I'm happy you did. Because I don't understand. I really don't. And
again, and I've said many times, the only reason I'm on board with this move is it's 1 year, $11 million. I get you want guys that are going to grow with them, and I anticipate the Spurs adding pieces like that. Having a veteran guy like Chris Paul on a 1 year contract for nothing, I'm totally fine with.
Well, I guess
my biggest problem is I'm not a fan of Chris Paul, never have been, and now I've got to root for that guy.
We'll have to see. I mean, we won't know, right? What he does for Stephon Castle or what he does for Devin Vassell or Victor Wembanyama. We won't know till the year's over.
This is true. And again, does he even finish the year in San Antonio?
I don't think he does.
Yep. Now, speaking of Castle, Steph did talk today as he's getting ready for his summer league debut. Man of many words, I think. That's a joke. Apparently, he's very quiet on the basketball court.
We've had a few of those.
We'll hear from Steph Castle coming up here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Best news about it all, Jason, is I'm going to be able to see it so clear, the improvement that Chris Paul is going to make. And it's all because of my good friends at Parkhurst New Vision. I had lens replacement surgery a little over a year ago, and my eyesight is better now than it's been in 30 years. It is just incredible what they can do over there. And I'm not the only one. You know, you open up social media, and I see all these testimonials from all of these happy Parkhurst New Vision patients, customers, whatever you want to call them. They're all just happy. I've never seen one negative remark. And why would you? They're the best in the business, Dr. Parkhurst and his staff. And look, you can join that community and let them do for you what they've done for me and so many others. First step, though, you got to give them a call, 210 585-2020. You can also check them out online at sanantoniolasik.com. When you give them a call, you set up your consultation, you go in there, let them know that Joe Reinagle from the Blitz sent you in there, then ask all the questions you want to ask. They'll explain the process that they're going to put you through that's going to get your eyesight the best it has been in years. No more glasses, no more readers, none of that stuff. You are going to be one happy Parkhurst New Vision customer. Give them a call. Why don't you do it today? 210-585-2020.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. 4 days of glory pass to the Spurs. Got a finished power forward. We'll talk about it.
And does Rob have all his fingers after a weekend of boozing with fireworks? Party starts at 6. We'll find out then. Morning Huddle, 94.1.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com. Do summer projects your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. With free delivery on over 2 million items, you can make the most of summer grilling and dig into gardening. Plus, get same-day delivery on thousands of products like power tools and storage to tackle any last-minute garage project. Summer your way with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select and stock items by 4 p.m. subject to availability.
O'Reilly. Don't miss out on summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select, Select Pro, or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore quality braking and improve stopping performance with parts and advice from the professional parts people. Save money now when you visit O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Welcome to Staples, young man. Tomorrow's my big day. Big day? First grade. Aw, well, Staples has crayons, markers, glue. I need a laptop. Oh, yeah, sure. With Staples Hot Deals, you can save up to $300 on select PCs for school. Wait. The finances are mom's department. Right. I'm looking for performance, like a Core i7 processor. Boy, first grade has really changed. Tell me about it.
Save big on tech for school with super low Staples Hot Deals. Right now, get up to $300 off select PCs at Staples. Ends 8/24.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit ConsumerCellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Save money by shopping local for your fireworks at Mr. W Fireworks. At Mr. W Fireworks, we have been doing this for a long time, since 1963. We never charge any hidden fees, and we pass our savings down to the customer. Don't overpay for your fireworks ever again. We are proud to guarantee the lowest prices on fireworks around, and the biggest selection too. We have locations across area. Visit MrWFireworks.com to find us. Shop local and save 50 to 80% more at Mr. W Fireworks.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
I'm AJ Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. Join me and Rob Thompson tomorrow morning at 6. What's the latest with the Cowboys? And are they even ready for the season? It's all right here on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm Jason Minnick.
Still in a great mood, by the way, Jason.
You're always in a great mood.
In a great mood.
Absolutely. I mean,
whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, at the end of the day, I'm a Spurs fan. I hope it works out great. And if it does, I will sit here on this radio station and tell everybody else, you're right, I was wrong.
You won't do that.
Well, I won't do that. But, I'll think it. I love all of you guys, even if y'all,
They love
are
you too.
wrong.
They love you. Everybody on there that's agreeing with me is absolutely right.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Well, that's as long as you feel better, Minix. Because deep down inside, when I'm because I just saw something. I can't describe that on the radio.
What?
Well, I'm opening up my Facebook page.
Oh. I thought there was a comment there. That
No, and there is a picture, and I didn't think that kind of stuff was allowed.
Oh.
Yes, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Your algorithm, sir.
Well, no, it's like somebody's.
Is it a friend?
Somebody's page story thing,
Oh,
right?
oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm.
Is it a mutual friend? Should I check?
I'm for Klimt.
Yeah. Boobs.
No.
Oh. Worse?
Yes. I didn't know that kind of thing was allowed on Facebook.
It's the internet.
I guess.
Yeah, they're going to Facebook jail for that. They'll be in timeout.
I wanted to spank his little hiney. Yes.
Oh, you got to give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
I have to get away from that. Okay, I'm sorry. Carry on. That was a little distracting.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure? You keep looking.
Holy no. We went to my good friends, the Big Blind, their Facebook page, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on that I'll tell you about here in just a few minutes.
All right. Well, yeah, hang on to that before we get into the Big Blind, because the overly talkative Steph Castle was doing some media today after practice number 2.
Practice number 2.
As he gets ready for the summer league, and he talked about the adjustment of the physical play at the NBA level.
Physicality, probably. Yeah, guys are stronger, older, so just really getting adjusted to
that. Reminds me of Tim Duncan, right? When he first came into the league, he didn't have a lot to say, but he got better, and I'm sure that Stephon will do the same. But he will. And look, we saw it last year. We saw it with Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to adjust to the NBA game, because no matter how much you've played, how good you think you are, how great you were in college, you get to the NBA, man, everything rises levels, and he'll have to get used to all of that stuff.
And it sounds like they're running some pretty intense practices here for the summer league, because he's already faced a little adversity in those practices.
Probably, like I said earlier, understanding like the speed of the game and like the physicality, really with my decision making and stuff. Just, with the pre-draft process, you don't get to play a lot of live, so knocking off a little bit of that rust.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you, I am becoming a fan of Harrison Ingram. Not only because he's a diehard Cowboy fan, but I love a player with a chip on his shoulder. And there was a video that the Spurs put out the other day. His first day in the building, and Tim Duncan is in the room and congratulates him. And he turns to the camera and says, "Tim Duncan just dapped me up. I'm not going to wash my hand for a year." Just the genuine excitement that you could tell that he had meeting Tim Duncan. So imagine what it was like for him when he went to go have dinner with Manu Ginobili.
First off, just how much of a normal person he is. He's Manu Ginobili, 6th man of the year, best 6th man of all time, 3-4-time champion. But talking to him, he's just a normal dude. He came over from Italy, he said, and he said he got drafted. He wasn't even suspecting it. He didn't know he was going to get drafted. Wasn't expecting to get drafted, especially the Spurs. And then coming from the 56th pick, he said he was. He said it wasn't easy. He wasn't given anything. You weren't going to earn everything. And really just for him, he said being in the Spurs organization is such a good organization for those late picks to develop and to get your chance and to get a fair shot.
I just thought, man, wouldn't you like to go to dinner with Manu Ginobili?
Sure.
And just listen, and that's all I would do. And I've shook Tim Duncan's hand a few times.
Did you wash your hand after?
I probably did eventually.
Eventually,
yeah.
Well, and again, just you meet Timmy, you go to dinner with Manu. You're Harrison Ingram, a 2nd-round pick, grew up in Texas.
Yeah.
Awesome. And he loves the idea that the legends stick around San Antonio.
It doesn't even feel real to have Tim Duncan in the gym and to shake his hand and talk to him, pick his brain. Same with Manu Ginobili. Him, especially him, got dinner. He talked to me. He was a late second-round pick, too, with the Spurs. Just talking about the development and just kind of buying into yourself and not worry about what other path everybody else is on to run your own race.
That's awesome. And you know what? What I love about his attitude is that he has respect for those guys. I mean, the respect is genuine. And that's a guy that is going to be a sponge. Stephon, too. But, I mean, he's going to be a sponge and soak it all in. And I'll include Chris Paul in that as well.
There you go.
Right? So you soak all that in from the guys that have been there and done that. And so I love his attitude. What a great attitude that is.
Again, it's summer league. And typically speaking, you watch the summer league and you're hoping that they all do well, but you don't necessarily fall in love with one and hope that they make it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Harrison is able to make it in San Antonio. Everything that he's gone through, his story, his path, that's one that just listening to him talk, you can root for that guy.
Absolutely.
Right? And I don't know that there's a lot of summer leaguers that you do that with. It's almost like, a couple weeks we're heading out to Oxnard for AA Best Bail Bonds Cowboys training camp coverage. And typically there's always somebody out there that catches your eye. And
Jake Ferguson, Brandon Aubrey.
I'm thinking more bubble types.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That you hope ultimately make a team and have an impact, not just be Mr. August. Remember, for years,
right.
Sam Hurd had the nickname Mr. August because, man, that guy and it never translated to regular season success. Turpin was kind of that way. He showed up and it was like, all right, you're coming in from the USFL. You're 5'0". You've had an interesting path here. What are you going to do? And he has made it. Sometimes you find those guys and you can kind of root for them. I think Ingram has all of that when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs.
You have to assume that he'll spend a lot of time in Austin.
Yep.
And which is good for him, develop his game a little bit. I really am interested in watching the summer league because big fan of Stephon Castle and what he did at Connecticut. And I was happy when the Spurs drafted him at number 4. So I want to see how he plays. Obviously, this competition that he's playing against are other rookies and young players and stuff. So it's not a true tale of what he's going to face when it comes to October. But I want to see how he plays on that level, a little bit different in a pro system. Not that the Hurley system wasn't.
Sure, but
it's a different thing. Right.
And again, his responsibilities at UConn far different than what they're going to be in San Antonio. And while Steph Castle seems to be kind of a quiet type, Harrison likes to talk. So they asked Harrison today what he's seen so far from Steph Castle.
He's tough. The boy's tough. I mean, he can shoot it better than people thought. He's big, he's athletic, he can finish at the rim. And really, other than that, we've become pretty close friends. That's always a plus. Going into a new situation where you don't know anybody, you really, really don't know anybody, going to the NBA and to come in with him, and he's cool. We hang out a lot.
That's awesome. And I mean, that's high praise. I'm with you. I love that kid. I mean, he's just got a great attitude and a good head on his shoulders. I don't know if you heard Avery Johnson talking about Steph Castle. And let me just put it this way. AJ says Castle reminds him of somebody.
Based on what I've been told, projecting him forward, they actually think he can be another DeJounte Murray. That's how they feel about this kid.
Okay.
Because remember when DeJounte came out of Washington and they drafted him, they had to work on his shot.
Yep.
This kid's shooting mechanics are very poor, but can he improve? The Spurs historically has had a really good player development program. So they really like his size. They're drafting him because they believe that he can be a point guard. That's why they're drafting this kid. And I'll say this, when you look at his athleticism on both ends of the floor, it's just something that you can't teach. I would say his comparison somewhat, you look at what Oklahoma City did. Obviously, they had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but Josh Giddey wasn't a guy that was a knockdown, consistent shooter. They moved him around a lot, even in the dunker spot. Mm-hmm. So I think that's how the Spurs are going to utilize Castle in this situation.
Interesting. I love hearing from AJ, especially about a point guard. And look, AJ's shot wasn't all that great.
It wasn't.
It developed.
Although I'm curious, and I know first reaction for a lot of Spurs fans is, well, Chip England isn't here anymore.
Yeah, true.
And that is true. But they have replaced that job. Avery said his mechanics are very poor.
Yeah.
And I guess it depends on who you're reading, because I've also read and heard others talk about his mechanics are there. He just wasn't asked to do that a lot at UConn. So I don't know if he's got poor mechanics or not poor mechanics, from the NBA level watching, not my watching, not your watching, but those that do the business, and every scout could say something different, right? But I thought it was interesting that he said his mechanics were poor, because some of the things we heard is he can shoot. He just wasn't asked to do a lot of that while at UConn.
Well, maybe that's part of the reason he wasn't asked to do a lot of that at UConn. I don't know. Look, but I know he's going to be called on to shoot. They're going to want him to. And look, if he develops into a DeJounte Murray style point guard, I'm okay with that.
Well, and again, that's defense first mentality.
Absolutely.
And we know that he has that.
He has that.
He certainly has that.
No question about it.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Heading in, if you get off at 5, you're mentally out the door anyway. What are you guys grilling this weekend besides dogs? Let us know. 210-656.
Hot dogs?
Of course. What were you thinking? The neighbor's poodle?
Yeah,
Stop,
well,
Joe.
I don't know.
657-7-6. Good Lord.
You said dogs. Yeah, I've just, we got people out there. Jason's grilling up dogs this weekend.
Yes, I am. All beef hot dogs. Do you really have to ask that?
Well, I'm just saying, just trying to help you out.
Or trying to help
I'm
me
trying
out.
to help you out. I got your back, Jason.
I can tell. What would be the best dog to throw on the grill? Probably not a poodle. You'd want something a little bit meatier.
Yeah, I would
That's
say.
a bad discussion.
Yeah, that is a horrible discussion.
What's on your grill this weekend? Let's talk about it coming up here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, before you get your 4th of July weekend started tomorrow, why don't you go out to the Big Blind tonight? There's a good reason to go out there, because they have their Wednesday 6K tournament. It all gets underway at 6:15, but you don't have to be there at 6:15. It goes on most of the night, but it is fantastic. 6K on the line. The buy-in is $60. You can re-enter for $60. And if you play, you get free time with any tournament entry. It is a great deal to go out there. And if you haven't been out to the Big Blind, I just want to ask you why. You need to get out there. Whether you're a big poker player or not, it really doesn't matter, because they've got tables for every ability. And that's the nice thing about it. They've also got blackjack tables out there and blackjack tournaments if blackjack is your game. The Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio. There is nothing that compares to the Big Blind. It is the best in town without a doubt. It's from the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, so it's locally owned. That's important. Big Blind offers food, beverages served directly to your table. They've got a full bar, and of course, all the games on all the TVs that are in there, and there are a massive amount of televisions in the Big Blind. Get down there. If you're going out there tonight, go play in the tournament. It is a lot of fun. I've played it in a couple of times, and it's just a lot of fun to get out there. Be a great way for you to spend your Wednesday night. The Big Blind, you know where it is. It's right down from the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant there at 281 and Redland Road.
Riding home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circus Survivor and Circa Million are now up to a record $16 million in guaranteed prizes. 2 ways to win and no rate. Circus Survivor contestants select one team each week with no point spread. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed through quarterly and full season payouts. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Visit circusports.com for details.
Testosterone levels in men can start to decrease as early as 30 years old, and long-term health risks can be extremely damaging to your body. Rock's Discount Vitamins carries a variety of natural testosterone boosters that can immediately provide you with more energy, increased libido, increased metabolism, and improve your mood. Rock's Discount Vitamins natural testosterone boosters can even help you build muscle and lose weight faster. With 11 San Antonio locations, visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com. Thanking God and South Texas for all the support.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Endurance has paid hundreds of millions in claims. Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-290-6207. That's 800-290-6207. 800-290-6207.
Over the past decade, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the UFC fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch a game. The Roo Pub is next to the Angry Elephant and in the same plaza as the Big Blind there at 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
94.1 San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Lori Marketing Sweepstakes still underway. No movement today for either the Spurs or the Golden State Warriors. Certainly, we will keep you posted. UTSA and Colorado State have announced the future home-and-home series for their football programs in 2025 and 2026. Roadrunners and Rams will meet up in Fort Collins, Colorado, September 20th of 25. Here in San Antonio on September 26th, 26.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
And for the 3rd time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day!
Day!
Hump 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 day!
Everybody! Hump day!
Hump
Oh, you
day!
gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing.
Guess what day it is?
That camel might like that. Hot to it. I
Hump
love that
day!
camel. The camel and everybody else.
He also knows there's a ticklish little pitch coming up.
Oh, the good old Jim Nance.
What does this one mean?
Probably called up Caitlin.
Oh, that was creepy.
Oh, wow. I like that you're here.
All it says is Joe Creepy. I was like, well, what is that one?
That applies. That dude.
Did you just put that button up for me, Pledge? Okay, because I don't think I'd seen that one before. I mean, normally the creepy laugh belongs to Jerry Jones.
He wanted to spank his little hiney.
That was not on my page.
Oh, man. It's been a great show. We still got an hour to go, man. How much better can it be?
Punch in the gut.
It's a fantastic day.
It's 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
Lots going on. Unless, of course, you got to work on Friday. You got to take it easy on Thursday so you can be prepared for work on Friday.
You're not going to take it easy on Thursday. I need more meat between my buns.
I'm not.
No,
but I come to work at 2:00. It'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I mean, by the time I walk in, Pledge will have the entire show
absolutely
laid out.
Yes,
he's you put together the rundown. Just put it in front of me, and I'll be like Ron Burgundy. Whatever topic you decide at whatever time, I'll ignore him like I do the rundown we put together as a as a crew.
Right.
I'm walking in at 1:50.
No. I'm going to start sending the audio at. Well, I'm not going to say early.
Well, early for you. What about noon?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's when we start to work on the show.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Well, it's when you start working on the show.
Well, I mean,
I start working about 9:30.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, it's a show starting at noon.
Right.
Well, the production, the preparation.
We put our heads together.
Our meeting.
Yes. Because what's cool about, and I say it's cool, is probably anybody in an office can do it. We get a little rundown, we'll type stuff on there, but we all share. Yep. And we're seeing what everybody's writing in real time. Technology, man.
It's incredible, great, isn't it? It's incredible. As you get ready for the 4th, what is going on your grill this weekend? If you've got some ideas, some tips, something different, maybe. I mean, I think hot dogs are a part of it. We also have the big 4th of July hot dog eating contest that is this weekend, and it's tomorrow, and it's going to be different than, I don't know any of the contestants. I don't know how to bet this thing. With no Joey Chestnut, because now he's got a sponsorship deal with the vegan food company, Impossible Foods. So Nathan says, well, you can't come to ours. And so it's described as like Yellowstone without Kevin Costner, which might actually happen. The Office without Steve Carell.
Well, it's ridiculous. But I don't blame the hot dog folks. I blame Chestnut.
He took the money.
Well, he did, and that's fine. And I don't look. I mean, what is he, a 15-time champ or whatever the hell it is?
Pledge, can you look up what did he do last year? What's the record? I should have done this in our meeting, but I didn't.
And who was second? Because that's who I'm betting on.
Well, all right. Well, that's a good question. I don't know. Most of the time, we don't care who finishes second.
Right.
The guy named James Webb is the favorite right now.
James Webb.
Jeffrey Esper has got the second best odds, followed by Nick Weary, Bartley Weaver the fourth.
Bartley Weaver the fourth was great in college. I mean, he had a hell of a chew.
Gideon Oji, the over-under on hot dogs eaten. Now, the record is 76 dogs. You're ready for the disappointment? The over-under is at 50.5.
Oh, wow.
Jeffrey Esper, his over-under is at 49.5. Same with James Webb. Nick Weary is only expected to go over-under 47.5.
That's horrible.
Mickey Sudo, whoever that is, I guess that's on the woman's side.
Yeah, but she's pretty good, I think. On the women's side.
On the women's side.
And she's like 5 foot nothing.
I'm not seeing odds on her except for will she eat more hot dogs than Nick Weary? That becomes the question. And you can also bet on this. Paige Sporaniak. Paige.
She's in it?
Well, no, she's not in this, but every year she does a dog challenge on her social medias.
That would be worth watching. I'm just saying.
You're a pervert.
I'm just saying.
And yes, the answer is yes. It is worth watching.
Yes.
They've got her at 7. And now I'm trying to remember what Paige did last year, but they've got her at 7. Last year, Chestnut won at 62. Esper had 49. Webb had 47. So 50.5 is the number right now. Do you think these guys have done some extra training, realizing they've got a chance to win that mustard belt?
Well, it's going to really suck if, say, Esper wins at 49. It's going to like a ho-hum.
I mean, well, last year Chestnut did 62, yet his record is 76.
I know, but 62 is still impressive.
Well, I mean, 50 is impressive.
So what's the better odds, Esper or Webb?
Webb is at minus 110. Esper's at plus 150.
I'm taking Esper at plus 150.
Was Nick Weary in it last year? He's plus 350. Now the Weaver guy, he's plus 1100. So if you're really trying to make some money at 11-1.
Do they have that on BetUS or some of these other things?
It's possible. I'm getting these from Bet Online, but I imagine BetUS and all of them they'll have it.
Interesting. You could bet on the hot dog contest.
You can bet on everything, including
I guess so.
A little prop bet with Paige Sporaniak, and we know you like to throw money around.
Yeah, what's the prop bet?
7.
Oh, 7.
So not a half. You don't get a hook there. Weary did 45 last year. The reality is with Chestnut out of this, we might actually have a competition that comes down to the wire with guys that are all within the same dog range. As long as you don't get a reversal, any one of those 3 guys can get an extra 5-6 dogs down and win this thing.
Yeah, that just goes to show you though the ability of Joey Chestnut. I mean, he's like the LeBron James or Michael Jordan of the NBA, the Tom Brady of the NFL. I mean, you got to put him in the same category, don't you?
Well, I mean, it's possible. Now, there's a lot of things on the YouTube right now that as I'm looking for the one that I saw. Jacob Eric says this is the G Leaguers of hot dog eaters.
Yes.
Feels like it's being held in the bubble. And then there's a whole bunch of Paige Sporaniak that I'm not going to get into. Although I will say the video that Paige put out, she was using a much thicker dog than the Nathan's hot dog.
Really? Wow. That's surprising.
They weren't the same.
Okay.
They weren't the same.
She must have gone to Tri-County.
Can you find that video and throw it on our YouTube channel? Because apparently a lot of people there are leaving us to go watch that video, and we can do that for you. Stick around.
Well, yeah. I haven't seen this video.
Here's another question. Is the Hawk Tua girl going to somehow get in on this to try to extend her 15 minutes of fame?
Well, somebody should invite her to do that. You know how they normally dip it in the water?
Yeah.
She can just stand there and spit on everything. I think that's genius. I really
now, Pledge, is this going out on our channel right now? Oh, you're just showing this for Joe?
Well, there she was.
Well, it was he found a bit with when she was on Inside Edition. And we got to meet Paige because at Super Bowl a couple of years ago, she was working with our friend Megan Alexander on Inside Edition doing some Super Bowl stuff. And Megan, a good friend of both of us from our time here at Ken's. And so that was lovely. And one former member of our crew had a restraining order.
Yeah, that is true. Yes. That was funny.
Miss Becky thinks we need to fix the Hawk Tua girl up with James Pledger.
Well, Pledge would like
James is down. Yeah.
Yeah, he's down.
He's down.
Yeah.
Definitely down for that.
I'm not sure the Hawk Tua girl would be down for that.
I mean, she was on stage with Zach Bryan the other day.
Well,
prior to that video, James had a shot.
Well, so no offense to Pledge, but that dude probably makes a hell of a lot more money than he does.
I mean, she also did an interview with his girlfriend before that concert. So.
Oh.
Now, who knew that other than Pledge?
I told y'all that.
Speaking of restraining orders.
He did it. I mean, I've never seen him like, I still got a chance. He has a girlfriend. I did not know that Bree chick is his girlfriend.
Yeah, from Barstool.
Yeah,
that's his girlfriend.
You did not tell us that. That is news to me. I thought, they just happened to be there and did the interview. I did not know that there was something between those two.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, learn something
Pledge
new
knows
every day.
a lot. Pledge, where does she live, Pledge? What does she like to do on Sundays?
Well, Pledge clearly doesn't have her number and hasn't responded. She has not responded to his DMs because he's been efforting to get her on the show for quite a while.
Well, I think that's the first step. Station my flyer down here. She could be in person.
Miss Becky's got lots of questions.
Yeah.
Who is Paige? Miss Becky, I'd love to tell you to Google image or Google. She's in the pro golf world.
She is a professional golfer, or she was.
Yes.
And now she gives tips.
Yes.
Tips.
Tips, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got to give him that huck to and spit on that thing. You get me?
Yeah. And she's very attractive, Miss Becky. So that's part of her shtick.
Yes.
I guess.
A big part of it.
Yes. Huge part of it. She's got a hell of a swing. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. That she does.
I wanted to spank his little hiney.
That just sounded creepy.
Yeah, well, you know. Can't wait till we can hear old Jerry do that live and in person. Laugh like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much laughing Jerry's going to be doing this year.
You know,
this year could get ugly. Let's talk about it coming up here. Speaking of fireworks, on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I tell you what, I'm so happy now that I've got my Connecticut quality water softener in my house and working, and it is working fine. Honestly, I've had it about a week now, and you can tell the difference. It's amazing the difference that a Connecticut quality water softener makes. And you know how it is here in San Antonio and South Texas. A water softener is really almost a necessity to save your appliances and to make the drinking water taste better and just make you feel better when you get out of the shower. And there's nothing better than a Connecticut quality water softener. There's nothing to plug in. That's the good news. There's no buttons to push, no timers to set or reset, no adjustments to make. Because you don't plug it in. It doesn't run on electricity. That's what's fantastic. But still, you have soft water available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It only works when you need water. They've also got the best K5 drinking stations. Got one of those as well on my kitchen sink, and it's purified water right there. The coffee tastes better. Water tastes better. Everything you do with water, if you use that, it tastes so much better. And look, Connecticut right now, they are giving you one heck of a deal. Connecticut Quality Water of San Antonio is going to install a quality water softener in your home for 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. So you can try it out yourself. No obligation whatsoever for 90 days in your home, and you're going to love it, just like I love mine. All you have to do is give them a call, 656-PURE. That's 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. You know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
94.1.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
The innovation you've been waiting for is here. The Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme and Tostada from Taco Bell. Built on the 16X Cheez-It platform with the first flavor matrix stable enough to make a Cheez-It Tostada possible and cheesy enough to power a crunch wrap. Because if you want to change the world, you have to bring something big to the table. Think big and order the Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme and Tostada from Taco Bell. And participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for participation which varies.
Celebrate July 4th with savings at Lowe's. For a limited time, save on the essentials you need to make your garden pop for summer, like Miracle Grow 25-quart potting mix. Get 2 bags for just $16 and get up to 40% off, plus save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. Hurry, these deals won't last long because Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 7/10. Miracle Grow excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount, excluding supply. See Lowe's.com for more details. While supplies last.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sounds like you heard about a July 4th sale. It's a great chance to red, white, and do that job you've been putting off. Like an oil change with full synthetic motor oil. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum with an STP extended life oil filter for just $34.99. Save on oil, wash and wax, and more this weekend at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
The NFL is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minnick. Your official invite to join us in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to Vegas to do the Blitz on August 22nd and 23rd, and we're going to stick around for the weekend at Circa Sports for the Ultimate Contest weekend. Circa Survivor, Circa Million, they're back. Got to enter in Nevada, but you can play from anywhere. We're going to be out there. We want you to join us out there. When we went a couple months ago, a lot of people from San Antonio were there. We want even more this time.
Absolutely.
Details, discounted rooms at both Circa and the D, available online at sasportstar.com. We put both links there. If you just go to circasports.com, the code word is Blitz to get the discounted rooms, but we made it easier for you so you can also see about the 2 different contests and get ready for those. The reason we're going out there, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And that means that football season is here when we're out there, man. I mean, it's there. We have arrived.
We will have already gone to training camp.
Yes.
When we get out there for that. And, you know, it's interesting when you think about what the Cowboys are doing or not doing, for that matter, when it comes to their contracts. And, you know, a headline on Pro Football Talk, Cowboys are running out of time to avoid a mess. And Mike Florio has an article that, you know, there's nothing really new in there. The Cowboys are in a contract mess. You know, if they do some of these deals, how much does it alleviate the mess and give them some room? Does it not? Because at some point, the Cowboys are going to have to pull the plug, blow this thing up, and let some of those bad contracts get off the books.
Yeah.
But are they willing to do that while they feel like they still have a Super Bowl caliber team?
Well, you know what's interesting, and I know, look, Jerry and Steven, they have a rhyme to their reason, I know, but it's that none of these deals have been done, especially CD Lamb. We'll start with him. He's already threatened to hold out of training camp. There's been rumors, not only nationally, but certainly in Dallas, that you know, if he doesn't get a contract by training camp, he could demand a trade, which is just going to throw a bunch of drama into training camp, which is great for Jason and I to talk about all day long. But it's not good for the Cowboys as a football team. So I think that's what Mike Florio is saying, that this could, what right now is just rumblings, could turn into a real mess.
And when you look at who should get paid first and in what order, I don't know that the Cowboys care what order.
Nah.
It's which one gets done first.
Yeah.
Because while we blame Jerry and Steven, Dak drove a hard bargain.
Yep.
And Dak is continuing to drive a hard bargain. I would imagine CD Lamb's agent is driving a hard bargain. The one that I disagree with that Florio writes today, he says that if I'm Micah Parsons, I don't step on a field without a new deal.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that, other than the security of getting a big contract. But Micah will get better, and the longer you wait, the more you're going to get. You know, the old saying, you know, today's price isn't yesterday's price. If he has another incredible year, which he should under Mike Zimmer, he's going to be in line to make even more. Now, on the flip side of that, get a new deal today before this year anyway, and do a short deal so you're back at the negotiating table sooner. There could be that thought process, but that is not what the Cowboys typically do. It's going to be interesting. And while I did not see, because apparently I don't have Max anymore, the new Hard Knocks deal with the New York Giants, with what I've read, it might actually make me subscribe to Max just to be able to watch Hard Knocks, because what they're showing us with the Giants is the behind the scenes kind of conversations that they're really having. You know, it's one thing for us to always sit here and speculate what they're doing. It's another to actually get to hear some of it.
Yeah.
And you think about the Giants this year, you know, the discussions that they were having about, do we keep Saquon? Do we not keep Saquon?
Because we're not going to franchise him. Like, it doesn't make any sense to franchise him. So
unless you think you can trade him after doing that.
Right. And then could we get something and trade him? What are we really going to get? Unless it got down to like $7 million. And I don't want to offer that because I don't want to be like we disrespected him. There's 31 teams. It only takes one to, you know, maybe be open to doing something. If it doesn't get to that, hey, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to let you hit free agency, find out your market, come back and let us know if we can match it. If we can, you know, we'll have those discussions.
I mean, in a perfect world, I'd still like to have him back. I just, until we can prove that we can have a decent offense without him.
Daniel's making a lot of money, and it's the fork. Like, we got to figure out is he the guy? So we got to protect him. We need to put resources there.
Yeah.
We have Waller, Belly, a healthy Wandell, Hyatt, Slayton. We'll have to find a running back, but upgrade the offensive line, give him a chance.
That would force us to take a running back in the high to mid.
Or we can still sign one. There's going to be guys, if we're patient, you know, that end up shaking out. Devin Singletary, who was in Houston, played for $275 this year. Joe Mixon may be a cap casualty, so now you got Saquon, Jacobs, Pollard, Eckler. That's 6 guys right there that are free agents. How many clubs really need running backs where they're going to invest resources in the position? Second week of free agency, I think there'll be some value guys, specifically at the running back position.
Yeah, I wouldn't commit to anything.
You know, I find that interesting because that really is interesting. And how they didn't want to offer Saquon $7 million because they might insult him.
Well, and again, do you think Jerry and Steven were having that same conversation about Zeke?
Sure.
I'd rather let you go than give you a deal that you find disrespectful.
Or even a Tony Pollard for that matter.
And and again, they hoping that he would find an offer and let them decide if they can afford to match it. You know, they also said, you know, we got a $40 million. I'm not paying a quarterback $40 million to hand off to a $12 million running back. And again, you know, that's part of it. And they've got to figure out what they really do have with Daniel Jones.
We're going to draft well. We're going to sign good guys. We got to win.
Yeah.
The reality is facts.
Yeah.
3 serious injuries in 2 years.
Yeah.
We need to protect ourselves. He didn't have much of a chance this year. That's legit. Like your off season, the 4 guys, your core guys that were going to play together played less than 60 snaps together.
Yep.
We got Miami. We got 3 practice squad guys playing for us.
Yep.
Like nobody could like you could have Pat Mahomes and he can't win it behind that. I'm not giving up on he's under contract for 3 more years. Just protecting ourselves because best predictor of the future is the past.
Wow. Yeah, it might be pretty good if it continues on like that. I love that behind the scenes stuff and what they're thinking and how they're thinking. But you know, the Giants, they're already talking about. I've seen several shows on ESPN and other places talking about the Giants drafting this Carson Beck, who's going to be the quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah,
and so I mean, it's like most people are already giving up on the Giants this year and just saying, and they'll have a new quarterback next year.
What I find, I don't want to say fascinating, might not be the right word. You're listening to the GM in the front office types having a discussion. They can't protect anybody. Dude, it's your job to get offensive linemen in there. So you're telling me you have failed at your job in protecting your quarterback, who's had a couple of serious injuries in a short amount of time, and we can't run the ball because our offensive line sucks. Well, that's your job.
Yes.
Right? That's a big part of your job. You know what? We probably need an offensive line because we can't block anybody. Like even Patrick Mahomes couldn't win behind that crap offensive line. And we saw Patrick Mahomes behind a decimated offensive line not be able to do anything in a Super Bowl.
Well, I tell you, and you're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head there. I mean, that's their job to do that. Go out and find these guys. And if the guys that you're finding are no good, get rid of them and start over because, I mean, my goodness.
But that's easier said than done. But
well,
it's also a big part of when you are building a team, you think you're getting the right guys. And at the other part, you're getting the right guys that fit the budget you have to spend. You look at the Cowboys for the last, I don't know, since 2010, 2011, we're at 24 now. You're not worried about the Cowboys offensive line for better part of a decade and a half. That's been a solid part that you don't have to worry about. This year, you're going to have 2 rookies on the offensive line. Now, they have done well in their starting offensive alignment. Their backup offensive alignment has been a little turnstile-ish, if you will.
Yeah.
They're, for the first time in a long time, we're going to go to Oxnard for training camp, and there's legit concern about can that offensive line do its job. So you take what you're hearing with the Giants on Hard Knocks. Is it worth paying this guy? We can't protect him. You wonder if Jerry and Steven are having a similar conversation with Dak's contract. Do we do this? I mean, are we going to get him killed back there? And now we're stuck for 4 or 5 more years. We got 1 year left with this guy. If he gets killed this year,
we're on the hook.
Yeah. I mean, you wonder how much that factors in concern with the offensive line before you sign Dak Prescott to $60 million a year. If you're just talking about Dak and he's going to be the highest paid quarterback because he's next and all that, sure. But is there hesitation because they're worried about protecting that investment?
Well, and I wonder, and there's a lot of conversations I think that Jerry and Steven are having, but with the success that the Cowboys have had drafting offensive linemen, look at Tyler Smith, and when he's coming up, he's
Sure.
Obviously. So the 2 guys that they're going to plug in this year, I mean, I have to trust that they're going to be solid guys right away.
I'm confident in what they can be. I'm less confident what they're going to start as.
Well, sure,
because
of course.
there is going to be that learning curve
Absolutely.
of being in the NFL.
Absolutely.
They might all be Hall of Famers, but even Hall of Famers rookie year, sometimes you go, uh-oh.
And that
right?
first game's against a pretty good pass rusher.
Well, I mean, welcome to the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, Cleveland, huh? Welcome to the fire. I mean, it's a legit concern for the first time in a long time. There are questions about the Cowboys' offensive line.
No doubt. And they've got a lot of questions. Question about running back. Now with CD Lamb's situation, and you got to figure they'll get that done at some point before the season starts. But you got to worry about wide receivers. Who's Dak going to throw the football to? If what's going to be Dak this year, certainly, no matter what happens. But who's he going to throw the football to? And then you worry about the defense. What kind of changes is Zimmer going to make, and how are people going to fit into that? So there's a lot of question marks when it comes to the Cowboys this year.
There are questions. Although with Zimmer, I think it's more excitement and anticipation of what he will do, because that was a good defense. He inherited a really good defense.
Sure.
And so can he make that defense better? CD, he might hold out of camp. I don't know that he's going to miss a game. I really don't. And quite frankly, the rules are against him if he decides to sit out, because, if he sits out all year, you know what he doesn't get? That year of accruement. And so he's back to, he will have gained nothing by sitting out. And the Cowboys can tag him for a couple years.
They can.
The only leverage CD has is he's the best player on that offense, not named Dak Prescott.
It's going to be interesting to see. He's thrown out a number. He said 32.
Well,
that was the number that's been thrown out.
But we don't know if that was actually from him.
Well,
it's speculation.
I don't know how the Cowboys, again, and we've talked about it. We'll continue to talk about it. How you sign CD, Micah, and Dak Prescott and have anything left for anybody else.
Well, I mean,
that's the situation that Jerry Jones finds himself in.
It's like you spent, all the money on the living room furniture, and you're
sleeping on a cot.
You got lawn furniture in the other rooms.
Exactly right.
And that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, I guess. But that's the issue that I know Jerry and Steven are talking about right now. How do we pay all of these guys and still put a competitive football team on the field?
That's why they get the big bucks.
We'll see.
That's why they get the big bucks.
It's going to be fun.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. As we head into a long holiday weekend for some, or at least, most of you are at least off tomorrow. Maybe you're going to have a bunch of people at the house and have a pool party or whatever. When you got extra people at the house and the toilet's working overtime, if there's an issue, Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. On a holiday, they'll be available to you, 210-651-5899. Plumbing issue, or, man, if the air conditioner goes out, that's a worst-case scenario, isn't it? Big job, small job, residential or commercial. At Quarter Moon, their service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission, sales reps. They'll provide estimates and second opinions, and they have a great experienced staff, and they are green certified. And, yeah, they're working tonight. They'll be working tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, they're on call 24/7. 210-651-5899 is the phone number, or go online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Monday on the Morning Huddle. 4 days of glory pass to the Spurs. Got a finished power forward. We'll talk about it.
And does Rob have all his fingers after a weekend of boozing with fireworks? Party starts at 6. We'll find out then. Morning Huddle, 94.1.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Summer, what's not to love? Well, maybe not the scorching temperatures. Every day can't be 75 degrees with a breeze. So I went to Kohl's and stocked up on looks that'll keep me and my husband cool all season long. I got 20% off already great prices on linen dresses, cute jumpsuits, and comfy polos. Plus, I saved $15 because I spent over $75. And I earned Kohl's cash. So bring on the summer heat. We're ready to weather it in style. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end July 7th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Pork rinds pack a protein punch and are the boldest low-carb snacks out there. Skip the chip and try Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds for that ultimate crunch. And with flavors that will have you craving for more, the time to stock up on Southern Recipe at H-E-B is now. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Be big, be bold, be adventurous.
Maybe it's time to ask your checking account. What have you done for me lately? My Advantage Checking from Generations Federal Credit Union does more. My Advantage Checking pays you 2 days early, plus shopping rewards, identity protection, and much more. My Advantage Checking treats you right. So make the switch. Learn more at Generations Federal Credit Union. Member owned, community grown. Member eligibility requirements apply. For complete terms and conditions, visit mygenfcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
This is AJ Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. Join me and Rob Thompson tomorrow morning at 6 for the perfect ride to work on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
You guys are watching television and reporters are doing their live hits from home. You're looking at their background stuff. All right, we all do that, right?
Yeah,
you
sure.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you there's a guy on ESPN right now, Chris Rim, and I don't know this guy. He must cover the Chargers. Looks like I don't know where he's at. Almost looks like a bad prison cell. There's a desk behind him. He's got a football. And it looks like one of those fleece blankets you got when you subscribed to the ESPN magazine like 15 years ago. And it's like, hey, do you got any books? And there's like 3 books behind it. That might be the worst home setup I've ever seen.
Yeah, you would think ESPN might want to, slide him something so it makes it look a little bit better.
Well, they didn't hang a picture on the wall, but there's other marks on the wall. Like, is it his mom's house? And
that's got to be his apartment or his house or something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and in Los Angeles, that might also be his living room. You never know.
Well, you never know.
But I mean,
right?
put something up. Most people want to see the cool stuff that you've collected. Sometimes you look at what books do they have, but I mean, that was just awful.
Poor guy. We didn't get to hear his report. I'm sure it was great.
Yeah.
But, you're kind of distracted by the background.
Yeah, there's nothing there, dude. Get a girlfriend and let her decorate something.
But
I mean, here I got an office door, and apparently you guys got tired of seeing Nick Trey pick his nose in the morning with AJ Hoffman, so they put a banner up behind me.
Well, it looks a lot better, by the way.
The banner?
Well, sure. You had a lot of people would photobomb you too as they walk by.
That's well. Then when they put the window in there, they wanted the fish bowl like you're an animal at the zoo kind of effect.
Well, that worked.
And then, and except for now, we start doing stuff on video, and you can see into some offices back there, and.
Yes, not good. Not good.
Yeah, I think what really happened is too many managers were realizing how much lollygagging goes on.
That could be true too, because people just walk back and forth. A lot of lollygagging.
I don't get what you're writing on there, Pledge.
Walking behind you, an animal at the zoo. Dalton Schultz, a cowboy at the Star.
Oh, sure. It's a circus. There's that.
It is that, yes.
Definitely no doubt about that.
Yes.
So it's Wednesday.
It is.
Hump day.
We're off on Thursday.
We are.
Tomorrow for the 4th.
Uh-huh. That's nice.
So we're going to do some things that we normally do on a Thursday today on
Hump day.
Since we're off tomorrow.
Yes.
Just pick one.
Grilling with the Blitz, presented by Tri-County Meat Market.
Apparently, we're going to judge me.
We're judging meat.
Yeah. We tell you every week, you know you're grilling. You know you're taking photos. Upload those to the Grilling with the Blitz page at sasportstar.com for your chance to win a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market.
I like
do I
that
stick my
meat
meter?
right there. That meat right there.
That meat right there.
That one, yes.
Those are St. Louis style ribs submitted by Anthony. 0 description or recipe. See, and I'm doing 2 racks of St. Louis style ribs tomorrow, along with some other stuff, some sausage.
But those are falling off the bone. You can see
Those ribs look good.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, you win yourself a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market.
Congratulations. You said Tri-County is open tomorrow?
They are open tomorrow. A lot of things on special, including St. Louis style ribs.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Get on by there.
Congratulations. And if you grill this weekend, and I know you will, make sure you upload those photos, because maybe next week you will win a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market.
The Blitz wants you to know what's on tap. Presented by Sam's Burger Joint.
And all my papers have gotten out of order. It is time for What's on Tap, brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint, online at samsburgerjoint.com. They've got music tonight. A Lincoln Park tribute band called Reanimation.
How about that?
Mm-hmm. Closed on Thursday. Colton Moore and the Clever Few on Friday. A Bon Jovi tribute called Let It Rick on Saturday.
Let it rick.
That's what it says.
Does that make sense to you? Let it rick?
Not
I'm sure
really.
they're great, but I just, okay.
I mean, that's like saying slippery when dry. I don't know. You go to samsburgerjoint.com, get your tickets, see their full calendar and their menu. Go down there, get a burger and some tater tots before a show. Be a fantastic night.
Burgers are fantastic. They really are. Hey, you can go to Green Hall tonight and see Dale Watson and his Lone Stars.
That'd be a good show.
Not bad
Dale
at all.
Watson.
Not bad at all.
On a Thursday at Green Hall, Alan Hendrickson Band is playing out there. The Majestic Theater has Picnic Under the Stars. They're doing Stars and Stripes on Houston Street. Seems kind of cool. Plus the Mission playing against the Corpus Christi Hooks. And, of course, they'll have fireworks. We're going to go over in a couple of seconds over all the 4th of July stuff that we're aware of.
Absolutely. All right, after the 4th of July on the 5th, the Whitewater Amphitheater on Friday has Bailey Zimmerman. Green Hall has the Great Divide. Dude, all right, I'm about to really get kind of sentimental here. The Tobin Center on Friday night has Air Supply.
Air Supply?
Remember Air Supply?
Well, of course.
Wow.
A lot of first half in Air Supply for many of us listening right
Yeah,
now. You had that
absolutely.
cassette tape queued up just right.
I'm all out of love. Never mind. Go. Blue Bonnet
What,
Palace
are you
has
going to
Case
go into
Harden.
a Connecticut commercial?
Maybe. Did I say Case Harden with Chuck Weimer? Alfred Robles is at the LOL Comedy Club, and the Hooks and the Missions hook up at Wolf Stadium on Friday night.
Saturday night, Toyota Field, SAFC against the Phoenix Rising FC. Josh Ward is at Green Hall. Bailey Zimmerman at Whitewater. The Gunslingers against the Massachusetts Pirates at a Freeman Coliseum. Paper Tiger has Emo Night and Acid Wave. Luke Prater at Blue Bonnet. And the Missions and Hooks.
Nice. Sunday night, as you're wrapping up your weekend, Green Hall has Andy Holloman Band. Freeman Coliseum, A Day to Remember. Out of Paper Tiger, Abscuros. That sound right to you?
Good enough.
Yeah.
Although there's a B in there.
Abscuros.
It starts with an O, so I don't know if it's abs. Obscuros?
Obscuros?
I don't know. It's Paper Tiger.
There
It's
you
going to
go.
be fun.
It'll be fun. And the Missions and the Hooks.
Monday night, Disney musicals happening at the Tobin Center.
Nice. That'll be fun. 2 Tons Tuesday at Green Hall with 2 Tons of Steel. That'll be fun. And the Missions at Long Homestand, I guess. Huh? They got the Sod Poodles of Amarillo in on Tuesday night.
Well, you know what? We should send somebody to go
We
see
really
them.
should.
Absolutely. We've got a 4-pack of tickets right now to go see the Missions beat up on those hated Sod Poodles on
Poodles.
Tuesday night, July 9th. You want those tickets? Caller number 9 right now. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Caller 9, a family 4-pack to go see the Missions on $2 Tuesday. 210-656-ESPN. Sorry, I forgot I was going to do caller 1776.
Oh, wow.
Or 4.
4's good.
Yeah, but I already said 9. Can I change
said
it up
9.
to 4?
No, people are calling in. You could go like...
Pledge, make the executive decision. Oh, you want 9?
Pick a winner, Pledge.
All right, caller 9. Those tickets are yours. What's on tap? Always brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint, online at samsburgerjoint.com. The extended version on this Wednesday, the 4th of July celebrations. And since everybody's calling in, I can't ask you to call in right now and give us ideas, because we're just going on a list that James Pledger put together. There is a 4th of July celebration, the big city one at Woodlawn Lake Park, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. There's also a 4th of July festival on Sable Lane. That starts at 7. I have no idea what that is. San Antonio's official July 4th celebration put on by the Parks Foundation down on St. Mary Street. It also starts at 11 a.m.
Well, that's pretty cool. A lot of these events get started in the morning, like the annual 4th of July parade and picnic at Landa Library on 233 Bushnell Avenue. Goes from 10:15 a.m. to noon, I guess.
Leon Valley wants you to sleep in. Their 4th of July festival gets going at 2 p.m.
Six Flags. Well, first, just at Market Square, you got a July 4th celebration. It lasts all weekend long,
well,
from
of course,
tomorrow all
Market
the way
Square, absolutely.
through Sunday. So I'm not sure what time it gets started, but go to Market Square, have some fun.
Mm-hmm. So Six Flags, they're obviously doing stuff all weekend, fireworks every night there.
Fireworks every night, any day.
Absolutely. Now, Joe can help get you into this. A 4th of July festival at the Dominion.
I'm sure I can do this. I don't know what that's going to
be. A rich drunk festival.
Well,
I mean,
which is the beauty of that place.
You know, their hot dogs are probably on real plates, not paper plates.
Wagyu. They have Wagyu hot dogs.
I mean, they probably could all beef Wagyu dogs.
I guess they could.
What a waste of Wagyu.
Yeah, no kidding. How about the 30th annual 4th of July celebration tomorrow, beginning at 4:00 at the Raymond Rimkus Park on Evers Road in Leon Valley. 30th annual. Pretty cool.
So is William Beckman, is he playing the concert after the Missions game? Maybe that's what that means, out at Wolf Stadium?
Must be.
Yep.
Well, it normally did that? Somebody did it forever.
Well, I mean, they have different people on 4th of July. I know Pat Green has done it before, Cody Canada, Kevin Fowler, those
Kevin
types.
Fowler, I think,
you know,
is who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
William Beckman makes a ton of sense for that. And, of course, the 4th of July Jubilee out in Shirts at Pickerel Park.
So lots of things going on tomorrow, as you might imagine. I wonder if we missed anything. Now you can call in if you want to.
You could. Pledge, it looks like he has a winner if we missed one.
Let's see here.
Did you get
Frank Boteo says Market Square ends when the first gunshots go off.
Well, of course. Isn't that how most parties end?
Exactly. Typically, that is a party ender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing for the 4th, Joe?
Good question. I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
How do they celebrate in Sacramento?
Well, it's actually Auburn, California.
Okay.
And I have no clue how they celebrate there, but I will find out. So we'll see. I don't know.
Will there be fireworks at the baby shower?
No, because that doesn't happen till Saturday.
Oh, you can still have fireworks.
Oh, it could have, but
just don't take the fireworks through airport security. That's probably a no-no.
No, I'm not taking fireworks anywhere. Although I like fireworks. I used to go get them when, now that my kids are all grown, I don't get to go get fireworks. And then we try to sneak them back into town.
Well, you sneak them back into town. You just stop at the Mr. W, load up, and then you drive back in. You're not sneaking.
Well, I know, but you're not supposed to bring them back into the city limits.
Look, they've got the firework hotline all set up.
I know.
Which seems like a waste of time and city dollars because I don't know what they actually
don't
do.
enforce it, do they?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think they try to.
Right.
But
you ever call on your neighbors like, "Hey, the kids down the street are shooting
No.
off bottle rockets"? I don't either.
No.
Again, I'm from a small town, and that was a big deal, man. We go get fireworks, and you'd have fun. You'd have Roman candle fights.
Yeah.
Get a trash can lid as a shield.
Now this baby shower that you're going to in Sacramento or near Sacramento, Auburn, California.
Yes.
Is
Sacramento's a dump, by the way. Just saying. Not a fan of Sacramento.
Is this a baby reveal too, or do you know what?
That's a good question. I don't think it is. I don't know if they know the sex of the baby yet.
Well, but you're having a shower,
dude. I don't
I
know.
mean, how do you
I'm
know
not
what?
I'm going.
How do you know what kind of gifts to get?
I tell you what,
but I'm
you've
just
got Maggie's number.
I'm
Why don't you call her and ask her?
I'm just thinking, Grandpa.
Yeah.
That you could do fireworks for the reveal.
It's a hell of an idea.
I mean, I imagine there's a way you could do that.
But like a Roman candle, you can't determine whether there's a pink ball or a blue ball. So, I mean, how do you
I don't know what that comparison means, sir.
Well, I'm just saying that, well, obviously she's pregnant, so there were no blue balls, but I'm just saying as far as a reveal.
We get to suck on that.
I
all
would
week.
imagine that there are fireworks designed that you could do that. Hell, I saw Jeff Traylor. He announced he's got a grandson coming, and the picture looked like there was all kinds of blue smoke. So they blew something up to get that.
Yeah, and we have done that with some of the other grandkids.
I mean, you've got to go over the top on
Dude,
this reveal.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not organizing this.
What are you doing? Just along for the ride?
I'm just along for the ride, yes. And I like it that way. I'm told to you just go stand over there.
See, now Josh Jimenez, who has a little baby at home,
says
balls are usually something that helps determine that, Joe.
Yes. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, it's the guy that determines the sex. It is. Just so you know.
It's the woman that determines if you actually have sex.
Well, but I'm just saying, because the guy and the little swimmers depends on, the letter X or Y, something like that. Did you have sex education class in Copper's Cove?
At some point I did.
You mean the chromosome?
Yes.
Yes.
So which chromosome is the male and which is the female?
I think if it's an XY, it's a male. If it's in 2X, it's a female. I think. I don't know.
I thought 2X was a beer.
Dude, well.
3X led to all this.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? We only know you only shoot one. You got 5 daughters.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I'm full of X's.
Yeah.
Well, I got a hose with a
lot
power
of different
squirter.
ways. One of the truest things you've said. It's amazing.
Well, I got a hose with a power squirter. Yes.
Hump day.
You guys have a safe for.
Yes, please.
Keep all your fingers.
Hey, we'll see you on Friday.
We will be here Friday at 2. When I say we, I mean me.
And pledge.
Because Ryan Eagle's going to be at a baby shower determining are those X's and Y's or what.
I'll see you on Monday. Have a happy weekend, everybody.
Enjoy Sacramento.
Thank you.
Extra innings with pledge is next.
Oh, you got to give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
You're listening to The Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel for my friends at Stevens Roofing, your local roofer. Summer is here, and that means long, hot days for everyone and everything, including your roof. Our hot Texas sun pounding down can degrade and age your roof. So for residential or commercial service, you need a reliable roofer you can trust and afford. That's Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net or call them at 210-785-0994. That's 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
So apparently I haven't started my holiday yet, and this is actually a good reminder knowing what could happen this weekend.